All right. Welcome. My name is Captain Obindako. Welcome. Busa Fokwaba, Tubaha, Wabaha, na Wachai, na Wamio, maybe I wish free. Wapomo day. Sia Busa Fona so, Omote. So thank you. So, welcome to this Saturday. And today we are talking about money problems, financial ignorance. Right. Money problems. Be the kind of sorrow and you being a friend under pressure. Raskimono. Right. So welcome. I'm here for now. Free. Large Ishmael. Don't mind Crow Joe Mens. Ain't for now free, man. Me and T baby are free. Baby are free via me and T. So me and here baby are free. Anne. Baby are free via me and T. Ain't for now free. Hey, also for Faizi. Yeah. Joshua. Okay. Christian Kusi from UK. Christian. Okay. Caesar. Okay. So for across any message in there. Auntie Mary. Okay. UK. Auntie Mary. Joshua. So here. Sandra. So. John Benjamin. Free Kranza. Okay. Good evening. I'm watching from Kumasi. All right. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you. So share so that others can at least watch what we are teaching today. Money problems. So many people have money problems. Many people. If you strike it, maybe 90% of the world's population you struggle with money. Anybody don't know trouble with the kind of was a problem, big problem. So big problem. So maybe you have money problems. So if you have money problems, let's talk about it and see how we can manage it. At least if you can solve it entirely, we can manage the situation. So thank you very much for being here, for taking your time consistently watch what we teach, and people meeting us, sending us messages, or candy wosuya the someone abrabum and how do you grow hanya pillow as a mere can ha and I make say na me receive ya nyam prasa me can ha how do you serious matters. So this is perspective how to develop your mindset to start develop the mindset to start and build your business. So this is Streamline, how to teach yourself money. You can solve money problems with this. If you read this, you have a lot of information. This is resilience. You cannot solve the money problems by being a weak person. You have to go on a journey. You have to fight until you win. That is resilience. There is unlimited opportunities. If your mind is closed, why do you next year? So why do you next year? And this is African advantage. I catch you say SARS in Africa, no, you see anyway. And I was WAJD. Program I'm WAJD to Tiaro when you have visa. When you say Udachi, I say, correct Udachi be answer. When you have visa, Udachi say over. When you have visa, Udachi say, see you didn't go there, and your visa a different matter altogether. And this is a self-investment. Every time that you join us in the class, you are investing in yourself. Every time that you join us, anytime that you listen, you read, you watch, you subject yourself to any intentional learning, you are actually investing in yourself. Tambia will take care of the BB Shema Wootie. So I gain also, so I gain so. Tell way Adriana and I will Bobby B will Siensi Casem Siosi Toto Norma and will Siensi Bibiano. That is what we call investment. You're actually investing in yourself. And people who continually invest in themselves win in this life. Watch them well. They don't fail in life. They win. This is financial intelligence. your life is to reflect the intelligence that you have. So this is financial freedom. And we have books that we're working on. We're still working on. Some of them will be ready anytime soon. This is Reset, building yourself through African history. It should be out any moment. And this is Real Estate as well. So these are some of the books that we are working on. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Busafo. Yes. And then now what say and then now what and then memenda. Until memenda. The next memenda this year, not just a commercial seminar na yayabi. Ane. Nti and then now what that's na wo kumasi so wo kumasi wo afra wo temele wo boko send ma wo ehfa baby a wo bia no wo tie nka bra bio invest in yourself. You can only reap what you have invested in. Sow in yourself. Tua bibi wo mu de wo dua wo mu no eno ana ode na mo abrabo imo eno na no se nka nkrofo ne ka kire ntem ne esua ne ntem nti se wo de hye wo mu no eno ana be fifi aso aba ma otwa twa konkon kra wo mo se onipa wo twa de odia this obotom nya when you have obotom eni nti na obotom nya enye busia manso enye bonsambia se woni ani dia is because when you have wo bibia nipadua nti there is time to sow and there is time to harvest. If you're a young man, you sow. If you're alive, you sow in knowledge. You continually sow in yourself. Plant something within you, and you by all means reap that which you sow. And Saturday, bra, ubu okra obi peso tuyama wo. And so ye me say, Moses obotomunye, and I am in Jazero. This obi sending me message. Was it on Grophobia peso tuyama so still power much okra sanoma. I'm saying yem power Chelsea be swim be a bebo. But of course, on your course, of course, or me then to home, and I'm saying, that's also what Cotembia. What kind of this also say, so Tembia as a money view. I'm saying, oh, be a war, Sika. Now, we'll catch us a question, be no so, sorry. Not just a dependent in the hole, a more pie. What sorry, Tembia was a meme that wako, was the other still also ran off at the phone, or through sisters, or Meroska. Now, I'll catch it or say, ye, Chibi, Pinacotibi. The best is a one drama or brabo as a because a brabo, you know. So what drinks a son and our brabo is a son. What brabons a son, a bra, what drinks a son yet? Wolfa preco now born a powder would be then the day still or a preco uncle. Nipa, boy, you then as what drinks a son and come we had the big catch will be as a bit amount 10 million. So why drink here for Adrian? It's just a matter of time. Oh, it's coming out, you know. So, and it will be person of wow power we are here. Or my own ete as a fufra as a samwake. Now, what dreams is a pet or brabono? It's just a matter of time. It will change. And it will be 8 PS come and say brabi. Now, diagrams say, hey, and go vote to me on mode. When ni papa me dwan will be as a pan will be a war board is all pushing a man a him. Could tear be could train you way. Now, or no church and again. Yes, I may you this year, my brother. That's some quality. We are me ready. And me draw cries. Now, what you say? Over that time, be our dowby. What's also? Take an action. Do something for yourself. And that is the essence of life. It is will be Tiamawa. As a matter of fact, we Tiama grandkid, because we used to phone about 2000. We shall shoe, we'll shoe Bemmy and Sat. One tad yet. We walk around that came. Can this will be a Tiamawa? One cousin also need bread. So many are bread and person, Mrs. Summer Brabo, because baby I'm away yet. Also, any brew. Could be about no baby and India one a best on Brabono. May also be who's a baby, I may put me pushy copano, your baby, at Tembi and me TBB as a summer brabo. We have baby and sick or baby, I mean miracle, and no man make tattoo home, and our mom pie and no man Tembi and SSMB my dream. Because so why do you say, Saya, oh boy, or brabo says, and that. Hare. So I wouldn't him now him so free here cause Saudi Arabia our brabo besesa. Why do you answer salon still a brabo no be too? That is okay, Canada, we be okay. Still, Abrabo no enkoye was who's gas was still was okay zelo. So why? Because again answers that. You understand? Again answers that. So it's still turning zero. money problems, financial ignorance. So money problems basically come out of financial ignorance. Money challenges, money difficulties. Because in Indiana one, and on you see, the words that you hear, those that stay with you, they form your knowledge. And the knowledge will actually form the base of your character, the way you behave, your skill set, your mindset. And then those will produce results in your life. And the obi person was saying, you don't focus on the fruit. Focus on that which is producing the fruit. It's as simple as that. Focus on that which is producing that resource. And the base we are saying is the knowledge. So basically, the financial knowledge that you possess, the financial knowledge that you have, is responsible for whichever financial difficulties that you go through. And we are saying that over 90% of the world's population, everywhere in the world, many people have financial difficulties. And internet, the world that they call the Western world, a lot of people are on credit card, car loans, house loans, cars loans, all kind of loans. Because they know that if they don't support them, they'll be chaos. Go to China, it's the same way. Go come to Ghana, many people have difficulties. That's why they are in churches praying that God will solve their financial problems for them. You cannot solve your financial problems like that. You solve your financial problems with the right knowledge. So you deal with the financial ignorance, then your finances will improve. So anything here, we are providing platforms like this. So yes, seminar Brebi, 23rd of November, 2024. Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, College of Engineering, Mekasa, and Yonko, Odian Gans Mekasa. So what I say, we should be Crawford, Rebecca Bibi, I'm a dream. To me, a problem, and yes, Africa is not poor. Ghana is not poor. Ghana is not difficult. It is the knowledge that you have. This is the only name Abrabono Bebutu. So, enti no nimpa bebre obi so say dey ntina usika samu ya obete aban ne nye akufado asai man no ampa eto ase ba ko so be ka say madwuma ne nye o madwuma no nye kra ye ntua me ka ye ntina usika samu nye ampa obi se oba okwa no ntia ani eto ase osi kuna oni ko nanka so wa kwa ba kono na ko ware we na chese wi aso ba ye no ho akere ne saa wa bre obi so se ne ba panyi no wo no ye ngo ya kwara bonent amana drive nyina say obisu dey accident when ya ne papa wo free muntem ne maame wo free muntem yare bi e ball no bisu kra wo so ka say wo say honhom bi a etu vie mobusu ya no modi mo no ye de buti akɔhye baby ase enti mo no munti bi nye yeda so what I say enti bi a no ko deliverance one deliverance after the other wo do saka bibia na say Nintina musica semunye. What do you think? What do you think is the reason for many people having financial struggles and difficulties? Would actually be me and me person make time. Why do bit much be the what ye? Would your men count the crowd the what ye? The what ye? The isika semunye did yakusika. Papa na time ya war from did also the sika semunye. And as a wo crowd did also sika semunye. The intia. Be me who. Because you tati be pa sikasem nye because then is ubisani bia obetwana sesem na madwuma ne say ye na me fa sikana na me ko share ha na asem bi ba ye na sa antidi enti na wo dwen say wo abrabo yi bo chi pa usikasem abrabo bebre abrabo yi e boni pa bebre chi and bonechi a is because osini sikasem nye enti na abrabo no enkoye so into our hard enti a will be say not keeping track of your finances. Obviously on the computers. Answer the question before you sell the computers. Ghana, okay. What do you think? What do you think is always, praying without works? Obviously in Bible or bonfires out there. So if you to Tosobolo, I don't know, so gone. Destiny, obviously, the Chevron, no. If you are born rich, you'll be rich. Ampa obusuneka ye he you wutu busia sika wo mu ampa ehia wo da wo so nti obusia na ye wutu mu sika nim nti na obre ampa you know ya adwen wo so say the nti na adwen say wo so sika samunye. Let's hear you, because that is a problem, and many of these things are coming from financial ignorance. Because many people, they used to say their grandparents did not give them gold and do not have gold and pat. They say obi osika say busuane money gold. So tembia obi awaye bia ne nka say onim nyansa bibi onim bibi fa sika wonti no waye yo dabi ya busuane gold ne de man no nti na say no what me kono. But dan for back was in nwane na ko de because was in ma me the gold no busuane gold no man no nti no waye ono wote wa wonu mu wi en ma petition no. Nimia na obo hoso no no say ntia wait bi anwene is because good no yam farmer no yedi mani nyantina ninya na yeye. You know, my aunt who was rich woman did not help me ampa on this one I said mami nwa no amwa ampa depending on God to come and do it for us. That's right. I've been misusing my money. Okay, so if you misuse your money, God created some to be rich and others to be poor. That's right. Yeah, me money. Boss, be as for will be here for. What's way? Oh, that's someone in a lack of financial education. So, as a matter of fact, mainly major part of it is financial ignorance. Financial ignorance, and these things, you're nkyerɛ o shara pa no maye film no bia so nkyerɛ because o munim sɛ o kyerɛ wa beba so nso bi o kra na sɛ o no nya sika o hu bibi kura ba ne sika na o de asie sɛ be ya o no nkwa bi nya sika no mama ka nyina be so no so obviously I didn't get the right information. I was saying shebre sesafo eni awrade ampa and it was what he watch as Kelly was a chebress for never. Good evening, sir. I think a wrong decision on money and personal beliefs, wrong choices. Okay, Mohammed Jabbar. We always think our help is in somebody else's hands. That's right. Because I didn't travel and power in visa. Until I didn't answer when you visa. Man for American, I don't know, or call you bounce all this to any. Some say forefathers have exchanged money for children in the family. You must afford the ye Diana Kojinipa. And Paul, my family is cursed. I'm part to this so here so for no maybe cursed the I started something that was not successful, so I'm really scared to start a new thing, you know. Previously our perspective was wrong. Okay, so you see, money is given by God. Yeah, you know, so there's a lot of ignorance about money. So they make it mystical, spiritual, magic. Mine na sa subana na sa believe no am ankrofo bebre ehia mo ye man, especially we are say and as I be man sa ade na ye disika kwhye sunsun a ye nhada nkase sika na ye normal ye susua ye skills ye mindset ye ade a utimi susua na woni bo sa normal na ode be ye so ye entity bi o e say dey make us say me start say make us anyeze na make us masua ntin kakra sa se ma be perfect kakra de say de usua kaka ye kirew ne ye de ka ne se ne ye kirew se udura ye se obeka eno ye mfa nko hye sunsun de say de obi a otimi to block esidan obi a otimi ye surgery doctor nye ya mfa ho no o sua ye se so apaso mo hafa homa ne shaha ena se obi a wo ye de ye opamade obi a otimi ye asomade where bibia ultimately repair computer, you can code, you can work on an engine. What the car call mechanical nakas when you overhaul a mawa. Menye sure so catch o team say soon be na ebe sheni mo amana ye. Unim say wa quantity mu enu nti na obetima e de engine nyina to ho. We yi ne mako de ahyehyehye oil ma hohoro ho o de bi come machine shop wo bo so mra na wa bot na dem. Wo de nimde e na ye. So but yen crowfo no do no a team no no this can ko ade de akwhye sunsu so ye de akwhye sunsu mo wo ye nkwan a Sisi and nice odi fufu a. Woko friends ejare ho na se woko yenkwan a. Enyi sunsu na de yenkwan. Otonya adwa mako nchene out on them. Wakika kikambu. Be 30 minutes a 1 hour. Nkwana you ready. Or fufu. Wuni sa ni nyansa na wontimi nyenkwan. It's as simple as that. But when it comes to money, many people around the world, and ours is even so mystical and superstitious and magical. To say we have prominent people with a microphone, with a lot of following, destroying the minds of the people, telling them that when it comes to money, it's not by might, by power. But the same person sent the son to school to learn how to be a medical doctor. Why didn't they pray for the son? So money is not mystical. It's not a mystery. It's not anything. It's a scale product. It's a scale product. And the time I was over Tiasi, I said, yay. And no way no was me and sana matutu misika semono. Yemudu to nabons examine ya elite. So what I say? Yemudu to nabons ya elite. Goes better 30 years, gonna say we wanted that. Uwa was family when you be 50 years. Africa I say we want here. Mitimi nyankofo and no I say me TikTok. Nipa ni baby was it me te won tema. Yeah, ya woni podi ya podi. Boy ya bofom. Ya no twetwetwa. And some nipa ka kire ntokwa ya ko. Ya ka ya bo. Amane a ya famu se yesua bibi sei. Na yetimi e di asesa ya brapo. Na yesua no so ya ntena so. Because yes, we give him near beche. It is also pet with the bed down. No cranny saying found a bushing of him. Will be no mail. Nobody has cursed you to be poor. It's a lie. Your problem is financial ignorance. Beyond castle. A castle where then I was known to echo, and then I know home. And then I would sorry nante. Beyond castle. Usika semunya and your case. It's because you don't have proper financial information. So you are wallowing in ignorance. That is why you're struggling financially. So they have destroyed. The reason you can see a lot of people going through a lot of difficulties financially and in life generally is because of these wrong things. Financial ignorance is responsible for a lot of the problems that we have with money. And the moment you are able to change that, you deal with the ignorance, you will see that your finances will change. It is not any magic. It is a lie. Money is printed by men. It is on earth. It is not God that is making you rich, and God is not making anybody poor. It is what you know about money. That is true. That is true. So long as we go to church tomorrow and they will make it seem like God is the one blessing some people, and some devil somewhere is also cursing some people, our people will continue to be in poverty. It is not. It's a functional product. It comes out of what you know. So ask yourself, Edian was your first count. Edian was your first count. You have to tune some everywhere. There are a lot of white people who have a lot of wrong beliefs about money. There are a lot of Chinese who have wrong beliefs about money. There are a lot of Arabs. There are many Africans who have wrong beliefs about money. And that's why many people struggle. Money to at least live your life with less stress and with much fulfillment. That kind of money, living in financial independence and freedom, that kind of knowledge, that kind of lifestyle, everyone can achieve it, so long as we have proper financial information. Nti enye ayibia yeso nyina sansem na no makeka kire nti ye no muhia obonse no mbo afu yen but ye man we share obonse akwawe kra woni ye kododo na wo attack here because they are creating poverty. Your financial future is not in any man's hands. It is in your hands. It is in the knowledge that you have about money. So money problems, many people. Is because of what? Financial ignorance. That is it. That's the basic. So if you deal with the ignorance, then the problem will reduce. The problem will solve. It's as simple as that. If you deal with the financial ignorance, your financial problems will go away. It's as simple as that. It's not something you were born with. It's not magical. It's not because you have sinned against God. It's not because you didn't pay your tithe. It's not because you were born in the wrong family. It's not because you didn't have the right degree. It's not because you live in Ghana. It's not because the city is somewhere. It's not because what? All those are lies. It is basically the information you have about money. So the people who have money, genuinely, those who have been able to work, lift themselves from nothing to somewhere, they know something about money. That's why it's just like you know something about how to build a house. You know, we builders, we are builders, we build. Once we have drawing, we produce our drawings, you know, we discuss it, and then we go to the ground, we dig, we go according to plan. We have people who understand how to lay blocks, steel benders, electricians, you know, carpenters, you know, all these people, they come together and they're able to build a house. Why? It's based on their knowledge and their skill set. If you don't have any clue about it, you can't build it. There are people who know how to produce wine. I have no clue how wine is produced. So I can't produce wine. As simple as that. The winning know now they produce. So when it comes to money, it's coming from directly, it's coming from how much you know about money. And so you deal with ignorance. So the financial problems, the base of it is because of financial ignorance. Money ignorance. And until nipa ne bre. Nipa ne bebre aka kyerɛ sɛ wokɔ school na wowie na woyɛ adwuma wie a aban betua wo ka. Te aban no tua wo ka wie a wobɛyɛ yɛ. Bebre so aka kyerɛ m sɛ wo course na wokɔ yɛ no university no obi credit man course bi was mempɛ wei because ɔne no wie a wobɛnya adwuma. Wowie yɛ no ayɛ asɛm. Obi wɔ hɔ a wɔ sɛ nakatua den nsɛm hunu. You know, all those things are mythical. What you need is what? Is financial education. So it means that once you start to educate yourself financially, that's it. Whether you're aware or you're unaware, you are solving your financial problems by the education that you're giving to yourself. Sanity. It is the na ya ha I said yeah to shire. The banister mbe here. To bo so kokro bia so papa no sika no. Yenka se ni nim de enti na menanya sika da. Yenka da. Udo pare. Yenka no wo ba bia da se papa no sika ni nim de enti na menanya sika. Yede ko hye bibi. O ye sika duro. Ko nipa. O de ne makodi sika duro. Ho sa. Mente se yesi papa bi wo sika because ni nim de wo sika ho no wo soro. Ni nyansa wo sika ho wo soro enti no wo bie. Wonte ase wo sika ho wonte da. Ye boss obi wo sika pe wait. What on cocaine? Ogunkum nipa. Wonnom nkora moja. Prominent people with camera on them, speakers on them, telling the people this. So why would the people not be poor? They will be poor. Why? Because of the financial ignorance. And they are very bold in their ignorance as well. And they have taught the masses to be poor. They have taught our people to be poor. Much less and ninety nipa na ebre wo sika ho. Ko ba bia ne tie nsema e kanfa sika ho. Abusua na ase mantemo ana ase ba bia kro bia be ko su bia ne tie de o mo kanfa sika ho. Be hu de ntia o mo bre wo sika ho. Na wo a wo pese o kire wo do mo beta o papa ne ntokwa o me frɛ wo din akese but won timi nyi o mo mfiri hiam mpokyerem abra wan sisa wo madwen. So one team insisa o madwen fasika ho. That's the same adwen na adwen say hia no nya efiri soro na busu na hia wo mu na obi wa ye bia ni pabonfo na wo bokro no sansem hu na ye kyerɛkyerɛ everywhere on our continent no. Those things are responsible for a lot of people struggling financially. Simple as that. You know, those things are responsible. So many times when you sit back, you look at people, and what they talk about money, what they say about money. See that the people don't have the skill sets to produce money, solve their money problems. That's why they're struggling. The skill set. Do you have any skill that generates income? Do you have any skill? Do you really think that your skill can get you more money? What financial problems are you solving? How much are you paid for the problems that you're solving? And then actually about so do you have an income scale at all? Is it high level income scale or low level income scale? Quite better as 1,000 every month. That's the scale level, how you make money. The same month will be showing 100,000. That's high level income scale. Will be showing 10 million. High level, sophisticated income scale. Oh, the other day. A dear na only ya nipa timitria waka easily. Yes, you what that crowd is kind of a bull. A dear na only. And I do much at the end, once I be an idea, and your media do is answer who as I didn't know. That much at the told you, and Yamian Chawa at the Yeska. It'll be grass is a guardian Fanco, a way of Fanco heavy. And say to other Carwaji. So, what is your income scale? Problem better to me solve by day. Uchabe, Utimido fool, Udija. Utonoma. A dear now ye mouska. Now shall we know a wood 1,000 and I will back when I did 200,000. We had me and we the same thing and us will be at the ankle. That is one thing. So I feel you know. Dear now catch it on says he can't send Albania. They say I would November, me be do December this year. But Taiben and see when you so. It's likely it's not but I be and see when you so. A chance. Because you didn't if you yameho, if you saw if you so right. So you didn't if you saw. So what skill do you have? What skill do you have? The other thing is, how do you save money? Sika bi aba on say ma udi. Anase obo hoban. Obo. Odo no musa. Wo chiche. And that's all history. That is key. Sika bi aba on say bi the plant on or the paint on. These are all skills that people use. Wono wo so ye kra opese okoto. So ye no still now ho so uko ho shoe bia. Wo sika na wo de ato ho no kra na nso ye o. Enso da no na. Kopim se shoe na wakoto. Ade chi ya na odina store ha do papa. Wo bibia na yo fa. Wo sika bia de kwakoto. Wo ka ya wo yisi ka ye o. Enso wo ho pe wo sa. Sika da ho a ntimi mo ho ban. Ntimi nshia ho so. Sika ne ba wo se ma na washa. Because we need plan, we need regiment, we need formula. Because those who are able to keep money are people who have structure. They will tell you that I save 10% of my money every month. I save 20% of my money every month. I save 50% of my money every month. Some people are saving 80%. Why? Because they make so much. But who can about some was there, you know, that was who said. Tambia we a party. Utia o sesi kan ba onsam enu ntina woni bi. Enu ntina woni bi. Amanfo boabo sika no de akoye kokofo, akoye banchefo, akodo abe, e de ye business. E de kohye ba bi e de sika ba no. Wo no sa botan ko abi nsi wani so. Sika bi a oboabo anu bi a you know, obi se unya sika ma bi nso widiem. To your only financial strategy is what? Is so that they will increase your salary. That's all. That's your only salary. That's your only strategy you have about money. All that you hope for is that they will increase your salary. So what I say. So do you have any investment plan? You don't have any. So financially, you're ignorant. If you don't understand income, if you can't save money, if you can't invest money, if you're not long-term in thinking in terms of money, you're financially ignorant. Therefore, obi a wono bo aboso ne yema wono no bo homode no wakogina baabi aka kire so wabokro no owi asika enye obi o sika bia ne kanokre wa o kanokre no so e wodi away wona wase o kanokre o sika ho mpa nti wodi anyway wane ka kire so obi o nye sika bia edwantro ye nhyeso yens atia wonim ye they said the mechanic ehye engine no they said wo obi na onim ye bia wo teacher wo kira de ye bia wo police officer ya kire so esi tutuo ye secha obi so wo ye soja ni ye de wo kwa kon wo ye den wo ye kuyani onim se si doafuo wo tonyom onim se si tonyom obo keyboard onim se yesua the same with money obi a wo bi no tutuo no anu musua ye eno mo obi what I say, especially obi a wo free him or timi abom no homoden ne wo number bi no because wo nim bibi o sika ho eno ntina wo bi wo sua wo no wo nye wo jira na wo ayo ho your friend is saying nyame sura bofo awo na amake wo so juma wa wo ntro goda uja. So financial problems, money challenges, money difficulties, they stem out of financial ignorance. And many of our people are wallowing in financial ignorance. You can see it in how we spend money, the decisions that we make with money, the things, our convictions about money. That's why they struggle in life. They depend on one source of income and hope that their finances will improve. One year, also, then there were a bank manager. One nerve, one need one year, bank cotiana, or then one atoso, and no one person what anima, and one person they talk at the same one bank account now, bank cotiana, no one person will be sitting, and no one will call holiday, and no one will they be quite sorry them, the same bank cotiaba, so bad over Bocrono. But that will not be enough. Obi a wo bia wo wiase we mu no enye ba akopɛ ne ba ne bodom mienu miensa enan edu bi kura ye wo ha but wo de wo pesa wo da ba akopɛ no ana pesa wo de bobra na be da koso. So financial problems, challenges, money difficulties is because of what? Financial ignorance. To measure yours. Measure what there. It's a journey for almost all of us. Almost every one of us is a journey. We are in different phases. Because nim dia ho no na nra obi frame me o se mi so be mi tie dia wo kan no nye so obi frame kra TikTok no join ye o se mi tie dia wo kan na makoye adwuma bia me ye de ka na me se mekosa aka nra wo kan asem no so akwa me na kakakra bi wa nwane amfiri kada no de no ho o de kada udwane and the entire can buy any because no wada o konye bozi na ka chose 5% a month o se nyame be one fa calculator bi anto ho we were so sure we a contractor who could have bribe and the contract the ma wo so and I will be eden crofo no dwane o mabu akam and then wa na oba bia oni obi ka na o de ka 1 million hu kwan abefa so si ubo ne ko ho ne ko fight go and fight until you are free. You had that problem because you are ignorant. You were so sure of things that you didn't have control. Well, I go back to the Unya Kakra was started open ma. Or then the Yira Bressa, when Yaka Krabia for one traffic. When he gets the day, so no better. And was otherwise so bad. So my name is Kwabno Bindako. We are talking about money problems, and we are saying that money problems likely come from financial ignorance, money ignorance. Many of us, nobody taught us anything about money. And so many of us grew up with wrong perception about money, wrong belief systems about money, how money is created, how money is saved, how money is invested. Many of us did not grow with anything, worthy to emulate. Many people, a lot of us grew up with parents who never said anything about money at all. We just saw them work with money and they will not teach you. And so you are an adult now. And when you say, usuro. To was a scaraba na sebi and before. And yet the air can say, so what's a sasa, what's status of wussia, sicana, share. Now status of wussia. Sa no man first man ebo hu now ma ogi this be sika bi hye ba bi no afebo nsa kakra bi be ba nsa no bebo ho ban na obetimate ho ama ho ato wa brabo im bi ne kana sem. They said that we have two problems in this life: money problems and all the other problems. If you don't solve the money problem, the other problems will overwhelm you. Because almost every problem needs money to be solved anyway. So study it. Your freedom will come. In this life, if you have control over your money, you have freedom. And the sad thing about it is that many people control the minds of people. They control their time and they control their money. That's why they have enslaved them. And you know that. They control what the people hear about money. And they control the time that the people have to create money. And even the little money they have, they also control it. In our country, in Africa. So the many, so money problems, solve them. And internet ASM now, come there, come and learn. You don't have to steal money to have money. Just like the man working on an engine, he doesn't have to steal somebody's engine to tell you that he has worked on it. He can build it, he can repair it, he can maintain it, because he has the skill set to do that. Same, you don't need to lie, cheat to have money. It's the decisions that you're able to make, the competent, the right decisions that you're able to make with the money that comes to you. That will decide your freedom. You don't have to be a thief to have money. Especially money with peace. It will be the education of Zaumia. Who are you have not bokrono besel? Nyansada. They said the mechanic and I will call and work to be part of the bachelor. Nyansa no who be that. Titembia who ye. Ye mokrono ni enyebi. Insisting of once and enyebi. Kakrani kuta on a bit my data no. And ya also know dear. Ye dear any visem. Ye dear any school them. Ye dear sebe any Bible. Because Africa no man associate so dosu. No my be associate nine, be associate ya coma ye na baby a homa so. Do travel one away or travel just out to training in a man side any banana found ye. And I want to travel you there, I got as a grad in your mini. But you need the people to be free. So if you go to any society and you look at their finances, that is basically because of their financial ignorance. It's nothing more, it's no demon, it's not anything. It is their financial ignorance. Because it's the data they have about money that is deciding the decisions that they are making with money. And the way when you have also the bank invest it, no problem. But Chileniska. So why Chileniska? Hey, you bet man yes can we are seeing now best. No, we grab a feeling some, we grab a Jeffrey. And you modo do no. Zanya baby say na baby TV eh oh boy I won't tell baby no crime catch no. Unam groma ya won hwe. Hwe movie titles are for produce you. To do pa ya even go for your more church programs baby ya topics no. Hwe radio so normal ye kire yankro for. Hwe TV so. Agrone comedy ni nkwa ni parodo do no aso e wo sika problems. Ti ade ni yanka kakra mfa. I don't know whether it's a conspiracy. I don't know. Because the people have difficulty with money. And yet we say nothing about it because many of us believe that it's magical. When your time comes, your time has come. We think it's luck. We think it's a destiny. We think it's divine. We think you don't have to do anything, they will just come. Those are lies. Those are lies. So to the upper movie on produce our core problems, you can see it. People have financial difficulties, money challenges. And yet we are feeding the people in their ignorance. We are feeding them, we are entertaining them in their poverty. So more school platforms so that Ben Motimia discusses Kada. And so then be more discussing MPP and NDC, Dr. Baumiane, President Mama. More discussing Shatawale, Shatawale, yeah, and it's Akodi. So Abaya been in the Kuno, I know near discuss here. But by no chance that we will even discuss the number one problem that many people have, which is money. We never discuss it on any platform. But we can discuss the funerals, the naming ceremony. We can discuss everything. But the thing that will bring dignity and freedom to many of our people, we are quiet about it. I don't know what explains that. Money problems. It was also now for me to can be beer, but my general 3 hours in common between you and some because we are down for now walk on. Sikasam no koye. And so we shall want me and can be beer and found. And no man was here, Emma was Sikasam koye, and went to me and come back cry. No. Unedin Comosa, Jacka, computer crowd wafer, I could see wafer, where you are wafer, where I was say, Sansem Huna, 3 hours, mid Sansem Huna, not the answer. No, Quan was added a quarter him because all it is a year, no. Yamination I won't hear. So, but in the Intesa, when you deal with the financial ignorance, your financial situation will change. It's as simple as that. So we hardly discuss it. We don't talk about it anywhere. They don't preach about it, but they collect it all the time. Politicians don't talk about it. They are telling you when they come, they will build schools and those things. With whose money? So number one problem, I can tell you, for many, the 30 million Ghanaians or the 1.5 billion Africans or 8 billion people in the world, number one challenge, the thing that occupies many people, our mind, is money. And yet, when we meet, we don't even talk about it. And discuss it. It is obini bibia no kana no atum. We ni manu kana no atum na nipa ne bresa. Ti yare bona age so sresriska. Ne me ekosku age so kosre. Ne rent so age so kosre. Adwuma ne nye kura abaya no sebe. Ti entie na ni abra adwuma so is because wa nya adwuma woni di. Maya say usika wo ho a sebe adwuma na wo kọ na mpanyifo no kura no hara dwen nko beko. Money answers everything. They said it. It's in the Bible as well. All right? And yet we don't talk about these things. Why? It's the ignorance about money. Because many people believe. So discuss it. If you love people, your children, you love them, your family, you love them, your friends, talk about this because it's the information they have about money that will change their financial life. It is not lack. It is not some favor or mercy or grace. It is the knowledge they have about money. It is the knowledge. So many people are ignorant about these things. To the obo watching our practice, as I'm making. To go so Adam finish here. Oh no, we didn't come be basa. 10 years we be here discuss here. Her morning show won't see a cascade. For go part of Ghana radio so. Nonsia, Yabeka news won't see a can be a catcher as a way never boss caddy. No, nonsia, Umcanus, we are no more can nine. Marco discussing some who's about 12. We are home with the sports, be a bit sports. This is here and for a crime. Now, via there were some being some baby political discussions everywhere. And so long as these things continue, you're creating poverty. That's how people don't know. So long as we are continuously consuming these things that are silent about financial education, we are creating poor people. We create desperate people who would have to enslave themselves to others to have salary. You get up in the morning and you hear what they see. When you look at the newspapers, what behind them, they are creating poverty. That is it. The things that you are discussing, the things that are feeding the minds of our people, they cannot use to fight poverty. Therefore, they will struggle financially. Go to the channels around the world. It's the same thing. Go to CNN, the same things that they are discussing. Go to Al Jazeera, BBC, Chinese something. Look at the movies that they produce. The number one challenge of the people is money. And yet they don't want anybody to help them to build a skill set, the right information, so that they can change their financial situation. Debbie, Tinipa just all stretch and sign when there's information. And that's why many of our people struggle financially. The bottom line is financial ignorance. And it's schematic, it's systemic, and the system is designed to produce poor people. Because the only way that you can produce the people who have control over their finances is to equip them with the right information. And they have systematically made it that such information that will build the right skill set so that the people can handle their finances are very much quiet. So there are people are feeding with trash. That's why they have difficult lives. Look at the programs that they put on radio and TV. The people's problem, number one problem, is with money. And yet 99% of what they feed the people with is against money. So how do they deal with the ignorance? They can't. And therefore they will struggle financially all their lives. That is why people struggle. It's the money problems is because of the financial ignorance. And they continuously press that on you. So you watch these things, entertainment, sports, boys are insulting elderly people, sensational things constantly. And the moment you hear those things, just know that you are creating poor people. It's as simple as that. They are playing games. Because you don't pass years and knowing your part, that's it. That's poverty you have created there. So be a doctor, soldier, lawyer, politician. You become a thief without proper financial education. You become a thief in order to, or you won't be poor. So the moment the people have the right financial information, you can go to sleep. They will prosper. So when you go to church tomorrow and hear God will bless you, they are creating poverty. It's a lie. Just like me praying that you become a mechanic. Tomorrow you go to your room, there will be an engine there overhauled. That's a lie. You need skill to build that. You need skill. Money is not a mystery. That is why they take it in church after they have prayed. Because prayer does not bring it. Ooh, you have to free the Africans. They have encaged us. They have enslaved our minds with a lot of lies. So people wallow in ignorance. Go to the mosque and hear what they talk about money. That's why you see poverty there. I don't need to go there to hear what they are talking about. But when I look at the level of the results, when I see the results, I see what they are teaching them. So when you see lack and penury and financial struggles, it is what they are teaching them. They're teaching them everything that enforces financial ignorance. So free yourself. Your mind is the operating center. Once you get the right information, your finances will change. It's not anything mysterious. It's a lie. It's not anything supernatural. It's a lie. It's not anything supernatural. It is a lie. They have taught us all these things all these years. Every rich man has some power somewhere, is a lie. If they have some power, it is not the power that is giving them the money. It's their intelligence that is giving them money. So learn it. Free yourself. It's a scheme. Free yourself. Fight it. It's a scheme. I told somebody, I said, if you give me, I went to some church somewhere. The boy brought a testimony. But see me back home, I think microphone be my phone no motito bosa. And then we be yeah, juma, music sama sesa. It is not prayer, it's not mysterious, it's a skill. It's knowledge. So put that aside. Build that skill, your finances will change. Deal with the ignorance. The moment you put on TV and the things that I show you, they are making you poor. That's the truth. That is the truth. The things that you want, and papa and microphone, go heaven, they are creating poverty. You know, you go to school, that's poverty that they are creating. Chemistry, physics, biology, the poverty. They are creating poverty. True. Because the one who has information to build a factory is the one who is worthy. But they are telling you that once you complete chemistry, you'll be rich. That's a lie. That's a lie. You want to become a nurse. Become a nurse. Help people. Heal people. But you cannot solve financial problems with a nurse. It's a lie. Become an engineer. Yes. Build something. Repair something. But you cannot heal, solve financial problems with engineering. That's a lie. Become a lawyer. Yes, I want to become a lawyer. You know, a problem. Become a lawyer. Wear the wig. Speak English. But you can't solve financial problems with that. It's the information we have about money. It's information. So fight it. Free yourself. Free yourself. Fight it with every blood that you have. It's the ignorance that is keeping people poor. It's the ignorance that is why you and your wife, you don't have money. It's the ignorance. You don't have the skill set. You don't have the knowledge. You don't know how to turn money. You don't know how to work. You don't know how to discipline yourself with money. You don't have it. That's why you are struggling. It's not that you were born that way. It's a lie. It's not that because of the family you were born into. It's a lie. It's not because somebody does not like you. It's a lie. It's not because your salary is small. It's a lie. It's not because you were born in that village. It's a lie. It's not because of your tribe. It's a lie. It's not because MPP or NDC is in power. It's a lie. It's the information that you have about money. Just take it like that. MPP and NDC is in power. But the engine man, if he has the skill, he still will build his engine. Of course, they have impact. But they cannot stop you from growing and prospering. So look at economic activities that multiply your income. Master 1 or 2 and blow it. You'll be free forever. It's not prayer. It's a lie. And it's not in a visa. It's not you traveling to England. It's a lie. Money problems. Financial ignorance. So anytime you see it, over my bread, my yes, as it can, it's because he's ignorant. That's all. So my name is Kwame Novindako. Today is fire. And here you seminar. So you seminar. Kumase. And then memenda ebe. And then now what? Brabi. Go for knowledge. That is what frees you. Go for knowledge. That is what frees you. Your financial is directly linked to your financial. Your money challenge is directly linked to your financial ignorance. That's it. So the more you are dealing with the ignorance, you become free. So, once you deal with the ignorance, you're free. And every activity that we go through is creating or enforcing poverty and financial struggles, I'm telling you. So my name is Obedako. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. Okay, so Philip Quason is saying, Mr. Ben, what you're saying is true. Last year, I just created a group out of my classmates with purpose of support each other, and boom, it was working like magic. Just yesterday, we helped one of our mates with this to improve business, and we are not stopping. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. So we have to make sure that we are teaching our people. Don't hide the information that you have about money. If you hide it, you're creating poverty. Many of our people, if you see poverty, is a reflection of what the people know about money. That's all. That's all. But we are saying, we are saying about entertainment, especially Africans, sports, entertainment, elections. It's a Bible. So it's at College of Engineering, Kwame Nkrumah University. The time is 9 a.m. Come there. You can call 0246631-874. So it means that what we are going to do, we are going to create prosperity, because you are giving information that will make people take charge of their own destiny. That's what it means. And when you equip people with the right information, you have changed their lives forever. That's why many people will tell you that when I came across your videos, my life changed, because that is required for change. Knowledge is required for change. Knowledge is required for change, and the right knowledge is power. So once you plant that seed, it will germinate. All right. So we'll be so pesica, no peso babejinim the and sorry. One peso beses and a bravo. Or doing soon be a beses and a bravo. So Jidia wanya so muye. Jidia wanya so muye, Jidia wanya so muye. Upon some audio, Jidia wanya so muye. We create prosperity. Poverty let me create. So everywhere, listen to our songs. They create prosperity or poverty. They create poverty, I think. Listen to the things that we say to ourselves. Where is the skills that you're building, the knowledge that you're acquiring? Where is it? You don't hear it, you don't see it. So technically, subliminally, unconsciously, we are producing poor people who will struggle all their life financially. They can wear suit and ties, sit in a nice office, and they're still struggling. You get it? Because what creates prosperity is the base, is the knowledge. And then they go to build industries, businesses, investments in agriculture, in construction, in retail, in electronics, in finance. The knowledge that you take, you go there and build. That's why Isa is rich, because he's building industries. You are still arguing. That's why you're poor. You take it upon yourself, say, I feel me 100. 100. My Tom Ponche 200. I feel me ko yenya doafu. I feel me ko dija me ko be water depot. Me be a wholesaler. Me ko ye monfu. Me de me crash not to form, and let's see. You change your destiny forever. That is the knowledge to create word. And the base of financial prosperity is financial knowledge. You see that? So if you have information, there are a lot of things you will not follow, because that's the base. And that is where the world, those who this kind of information is not for the superstitious and the religious and those who are looking for salary and CVs and certificates and degrees. They are for people who want to create something significant. You get it? So that's how. So the other people, do what we are saying, tomorrow you hear so many things that will come against this. So you have to determine to hold on to this, or you'll be poor. And they are creating poverty, and they are even unaware that the things that they are teaching the people are creating poverty. They don't know. That's why people struggle. Thank you so much. Thank you. So you can join the conversation and share it, but sponsor somebody to come to the program. We want the program to be successful. Come, Manco Formula. These are the things that will create prosperity. I tell you. That's why I'll be here in what science is. And we know that what we teach is creating prosperity because it's a skill. You go and build it. You'll be free forever. You will not struggle. You'll not struggle. You will live a fulfilled life, quality life, a happy life. I tell you that. So thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Today is strong, it's fast, it's hard, but hey Habib, I was thinking of you the other day. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good evening. It's been a while.
Good evening.
Yes, it's really been a while.
Yes, sir.
Yes. For this your seminar, I'll be live.
That's right.
I'll be live for the first time. Kumasi is a bit closer, and
that's right.
I'll seize the opportunity.
Yes, we have to see you in person too. We have never met.
Yes.
Physically.
Yes, I'll also like to see you in person.
That's right.
Yes. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you very much for this particular topic this evening. Financial ignorance. I think it's a very big issue for most people. And if you are fortunate to have come out of it, I think you have gone through a lot of grinding to be able to get to where you are. For me, I think this financial ignorance has to do with the manner in which we are brought up, the kind of education we have been given over the years. Because, for example, when you listen to our religion and what they talk about money, you go to our education system, for them, they don't even talk about money at all. But most of the things religion speaks about money is negative. Look at our media, the kind of movies you watch, African movies, and there is nothing positive about money you learn in the movie. It's either the character in the movie who is rich or wealthy is a ritualist. He's a murderer, or he's an armed robber.
Yeah.
These are the kind of characters we associate with people who are rich. You come to the religious aspect and you realize that most of the preachings that we are giving about money is very bad. And because of that, I think people are even afraid to become successful.
Yeah.
Look at preachings between being successful and going to heaven. You telling somebody that it is difficult for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God, just as it is for a horse, or it is easy for a horse to pass through the eye of a needle. The pastor should to help us out. The same teaching is in the Quran as well. So when you tell people some of these things, now tell me why somebody shouldn't be afraid of becoming successful in life. Because becoming successful would mean that you will have to forfeit heaven. Because every successful person is associated with something bad. And I'll tell you a story. Growing up, the last time I mentioned about my father used to be one of the richest in my village.
Mm-hmm.
There was this niece, nephew of mine who was living with us. And then one time he asked me, Diane, they say your father's inner room there, they say there is something there. But for you, you have been you have been entering there. So what is there? And I said, there is nothing there. So what he said made me inquisitive to now go and search the room properly. I searched under the bed. There was virtually nothing, an old cupboard and a radio. But there are rumors circulating in town that he is having something in his room, because he is kind of successful, so to say.
Yeah.
So the negativity we associate with successful people. And because of that, even those people who become successful, it is actually a lonely journey. Because somebody seeing you already has a preconceived mind about you. And because of that, he doesn't want to associate with you. But I tell you, if you come close to some of these successful people, you realize that they are the most wonderful people you will ever come across.
That's right.
They are more humane than those people who are pointing accusing fingers at those people. Not everybody who becomes successful is a bad person. But that is the mentality we have created. And since you, the person, you too don't want to be seen as a bad person in the eyes of other people, you will also subconsciously or subliminally avoid yourself from becoming successful. So when you get money, subconsciously you waste it, so you don't become successful. You waste it unconsciously, so that you don't become successful and you become bad in the eyes of others and you. You mentioned something about the results that religious teachings produce. When it comes to money and Islamic teachings, if I talk that one, I will have problems. I'll have problems because it's a serious issue. And that is the result. It is rightly as you said it. Even though somebody might not be happy, I am a Muslim, but that is the result. When you go to Muslim communities, in fact, poverty is so endemic. And we are so comfortable. That is unfortunate. We are so comfortable because we have been promised heaven. Blessed are the poor.
Yes, I hear it.
I don't know. Some of the things, if we want to talk about them, we will have issues.
Yeah.
Blessed are the poor. So when you preach something like this to somebody for the whole of his life, he will be comfortable with poverty. And that is why we find ourselves in the state where we are as a people. So some of the teachings, for me, I don't know why our forefathers allowed some of those things, because those things didn't do us any good as a people. And today, we will have to talk and also fight some of these things. And majority of our people are still unconscious. They haven't even woken up to the reality, not to even talk about thinking about how to change their lives. They are still sleeping. And they will pass this on to their children. They will also pass it on their children. And that generational curse continues. So it is highly unfortunate. You rightly mentioned that it is the number one problem that a lot of people are facing. Yet it is something we never discuss about.
Yeah.
The education system has produced average people. Today I went to the workplace. I met an officer in the office. What are you doing? That he's preparing something for Christmas. He's preparing something for staff for Christmas. When you go to workplaces, because of financial ignorance, you will see how people are fighting over positions so they get the opportunity to steal money. Yes, because the person's life literally depends on it. And so he doesn't understand why somebody like Habib doesn't care about whether he is given a position or not. Because my life doesn't depend on it. But the person finds that to be strange. That without, if you don't get this, so you get people doing all manner of things. And at the end of the day, like you said, it's the information and not the amount of money that you get at the end of the day. Getting the money, making it is one thing, keeping it is another, multiplying it is another. Once you don't know this, no matter the amount of money they give you, like you always say, obesheno. That is the fact. And when you listen to the discussions, you hear somebody advising somebody to take a loan and go and buy a car. And I'm like, hey, my brother, where did you learn this thing from? And he said, if he buys a car, the two of you goes to funeral, the way they will greet the one in the car, they won't greet you like that. I said, okay. So it's about pleasing people and not being true to yourself as a person. It's about pleasing others, making others to see that you have become successful when you know that in your pocket, you haven't actually become successful. You are struggling to make ends meet. And so it is quite unfortunate, but thanks to people like you who have taken the battle on their head, I think we are also learning bit by bit. And we are also coming up. For some of us, the day we on camera on ourselves, we will get problem. We'll get problem. So some of us are still learning things that you should say and things that we are still learning small. So at the right time, we will also come out. Thank you very much, Isabella.
Thank you, brother.
We are
Thank you.
For the seminar, I'm there. For the seminar, I'm there live.
Sure. We see you there. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Habib. Thank you. Well, trouble don't come. Joseph Kasa. Nate.
Aiko.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Jidi awenya sumi apa. Ya jebi wa say because unso ndi na de ma say sumi yo ha. Ya so bosa ho de. Hey, aguro do so. Oh, asemo. Ba bomode. Tobe. Na etete o de maye ne kire se book no perspective answer na meka so bi be basam na no hwehwe sa ahoma ne bi no nkan anase onye bi obasam na me yehwe so benya sa ahoma ne bi akan na oka se adwen mu ne yekontopa so be di nkunim a ya adwen mu obedi nkugu a ya adwen mu wo na wo kire ne ama sese wotie ne nia wontie so nipa bia wo ho a ontumi endi na adwen so a na bra bo ntumi nhyehyɛ ko se wotumi kire se we metie eyema me nyu we metie we mentie we mehwɛ we menhwɛ ade we a ne pe kan fa me hu me ho saa so wo gitum mu a ena wo dwen ho na wo defa asem ti so na no bi se ho nya fe wo se me ho nya fe na wa ba mabu nti wagye atum se ho nya fa na dabi ese wo gitum se dabi ono no hu me saa me hu me ho saa na obenya santete we ya adwen no se na okan ni se ya adwen ho adwuma en sa adwen we de we ya de ti o man mu ne de en sa gidie ni de entumi nyanto that's when okay I was oko bangla say yes percentage 5 was nyame be just say ya wechiri na ejejuma den ni to ben ejuma den se na mekan adwena na yedi niam na gum ya adwena koye se adekoradan bi a yedi nimde gum na bra ye hia no yakwa adwenum akofa nti se wonni bibi ho adwene wo adwene mu a ukom a unya hwe de usori anopa news the sports kaka betwem ni ayo politics ni abaye money show ni aka news ni ya discuss ya enra ya se blaster qualify ayo problem na me bisa se I am not join enu ni breaking news Ghana qualify breaking news there's a BBC we are that afeni ekwokyere history na blaster yese na infaso be no de abre obi ambisai enti wo ha na sesem na no baby da ene na wo 23rd kobi wakonso asako nimde wotumi nimde nko na betumi amawa ho adwuma ama woju hu di yeyo no wakyerɛkyerɛ wie no sa wadwe mu so ha na wo ho kokɔ adwen mu a ntumi mfasa ne ama ne nya adwuma e wo mi sɛ ya kyerɛ o Mr. Bi wa ya di wa kasa o na so anamo be na wutu udu baabi na sɛ ya kasa na wa mo a e popu ya ne kyerɛ wa na usuro dabi ɛsɛ ansa na yɛyi no sɛ na ɔka system bi ho nti wo na ɛsɛ wadwen no nkɔfo bɛhu sɛ akoya asɛm yɛ den o wei deɛ ɔno yɛnte n'ase ɛno na wode na mu afɔ mbɛhu no na nsonsonoe ɛwɔ ho woma nsonsonoe mu da hɔ pɛ afɔ wokasa wo bɛtie sɛ ampa nipa yi ne yɛne na wɔ ha tama yɛbu no animtia no ɔyɛ wei no sesei no abrabɔ no asesa wokasa a wo bɛtie nti obi yɛ agreement a mede yɛ ana me nsusɔ no so sɛ na ɔka kyerɛ sɛ difference ne bɛba yɛwote nkwam 2-3 years a afei mekasa a wo na wobɛhwehwɛ me makyiri akwan mpo mekasa wobɛtie nti adwene ne deɛ ɛsɛ yɛyɛ ho adwuma ɛne kura nipadua no adwene sɛ pɛ woyɛ nneɛma basabasa na deɛ yɛde atete yɛn ayɛgye agu adwene mu a no ɛsɛ sɛ yɛpra adakoradan nim yɛyi ne nyinaa firim yɛde agum mfeɛ 20 nie wokɔ mu adan sɛ problem no ɛto na wokɔ w'adwene mu a wonya bibi wonya hwee ɛde na wode agum nti sɛ sɛnea library wokɔ school bi a wɔ library dɛn na wɔ hɔ dictionary homa ahoroɔ ɔde yɛ deɛn ɛboa wo ma nea wopɛ sɛ wosua te aseɛ saa na abrabɔ no so te abrabɔ no te sɛ o library a w'adwene mu nimdeɛ ahorow a wɔnyɛ agum no ɛno na daa no wokɔ saa tibia no mu a wode di ho dwuma na wonni bi ɛne yɛakyerɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛbɛyɛ den ama sikani sɛ nanso nokwasɛm sɛ baabiaa ɛwɔ hɔ no so yɛnkyerɛ o nneɛma pa wɔ homa no mu so yɛnkyerɛ o yɛnkyerɛ o David ni ɛne ɛdin nam akum gyata agye nkɔfoɔ mfu a n'ani yɛ den ɔnam toto hyeɛ no yɛmfɛ no nkyerɛ o da ɛno na ma yɛde biribi hyɛ ne saa no wotumi bɛyɛyɛ yɛnkyerɛkyerɛ ɛno Yesu nankasa no kaka sɛ hoan na okosi dan ɔntena ase nsɛsɛn hwɛ sɛ wɔde ɔde bɛwie wabrabɔ no wɔ ne ɔde bɛwie sɛn na wopɛ no kyerɛ asene bɔ bra nankasa no yɛnkyerɛ nanso Yesu kan sɛ hoan na okosi dan na ɔntena ase nsɛsɛn sɛ mewɔ asase mewɔ iron rods mewɔ sika a ɛbɛteki ne sɛn ɛnyɛ saa a nkɔfo bɛserew wɔse wobɛhyɛ ase wontumi wie ne nkɔfo aserew sɛ wontumi nyɛ so ho na saa na ɛte nti bia adwen wo bia na nwumere yi ade a ɛyɛ papaapa na me de me hwɛ obia nkran sɛ ɛnka akyi sɛnea wohuhu no saa na wabrabɔ yɛ sɛ nkɔfo so ntumi nyɛ na wodi tum a ɛna yɛ adwuma mu sɛnea wowu no huhu sɛ me metuma ayɛ wobɛtuma ayɛ usua no akɔpɛ ho nimdeɛ wonim a akɔpɛ ho nimdeɛ na fa bɛyɛ ba sɛ nkɔfo ɔka sɛnea nkɔfo ɛna wohuhu a w'ani mmerɛ ne kyerɛ sɛ w'adwene mu ɔha sɛ sɛ adwene sɛ wo ankasa wotumi control wan wotumi kyerɛ sɛ m'adwene no deɛ mede bɛtie nie wei na mede bɛtu m'adwene ho sɛ asɛm wei na me sɛ memfa a ade na me ɛkɔha me because menwene ho menyɛ ready sɛnea waka mɛdwene ho nti ɛnhaw ɛmmu w'abɛm ɛno na bu nkɔfo abɛm adwene mu ɔha nti nkɔfo sɔre tia no pɛ na obi ankamfo no matadeɛ obi ankamfo no pɛ na ne wura ho ne kyerɛ sɛ ne ɔyɛ na anso nkɔfo ani dabi na wo na anso nkɔfo no wo anso w'ani anaa sɛ so w'ani a ɛsɛ ɔmo w'ani gye nti me deɛ mɛka no sɛ ansa na nipa biara bɛnya nkɔsoɔ wapɛyɛdie no adwene sɛ yɛ ho adwuma na dɛn na yɛde yɛ ho adwuma ɛyɛ nimdeɛ ebi no books no perspective financial freedom financial intelligence African advantage ɛdɔɔso almost 8 pɛ bi na kan na fa nneɛma gu w'adwene mu sɛne bɛyɛ a abusuani bi yɛ biribi a wɔnyɛ biribi aka kyerɛ no wobɛtumi afight system no wowɔ nea wode bɛbɔ ho ban ɛba saa no a ɛneɛden no ɛbɛboa na afɔ woyɛ nneɛma nti obi biara mmerɛ bi 23rd ɛnɛ na wɔtwe kɛn Mr. Ben ayɛ sɛ wakɔto gya awie sɛne wato gya a na baabi a wobɛkɔ bia sɛ sɛ mɛfolo baabi a yɛbɛka wo ho nsɛm pa akyerɛ nkurɔfoɔ ama mahunu sɛ ɛyɛ wo nso na wama yɛduru mpɛmpɛn so saa aboa ntakra yɛfa atakra ne ka ho noma no yɛ kɛseɛ nti Mr. Ben ma mengya bi ma afoforɔ no nso mka bi na mehyɛ obi meka kyerɛ obia sɛ ɔbia mmra 23rd ne na wɔtwe obia nkɔ bi wowɔ ha baabi da bra na woba a wobɛdi adanse sɛ ne yɛn nso yɛka bi na wankwa wohu bra na woba wobɛhu nsonsonoeɛ no
Thank you very much. Thank you. Sharp. All right. Professor Akasa, Freddy. Oh, Fred. Sorry. Don't know. That's it. All right. Mubarak. Mubarak Kasa.
Good evening, boss.
Yes, sir.
Boss, that's it.
Yes, sir.
Ne akwanya odi ama me ne baby a wapagya mu afiri. Empepenso a odi me adu the boss. Me dey mean me nda wase yi o. Me nda wase yi. Even my brother Habib na waka asem bi. Mani agya say so camera si ye ho so a. E dey nsem bebre.
Go for to cover.
Yeah. Legend say you can your ho a e be you. But
And mun come on, you came.
oh, you can because your community in there. Almost any yama. Almost any yama legend. And yet, cry. Your much yen. I shall see you. Again, come on fire to you. And you, and yet, Nane, o topic no crano, and on a trigami ama me. Sika, your children wash as ye. Na yɛte Zongo community ɔmo nkyerɛ yɛn sɛ kwan sɛ na yɛfa so pɛ sika yi. Ɛna wohwɛ Zongo ifa na asresere wɔ Zongo. Ɛna nkramofo nso na ɔmo si yɛdi yie. Arabfo yɛ ɔmo adi yie. Na adɛn na yɛdeɛ yɛda so ne nam baabi a yɛne nam yi. Agya menka ne deɛ ɛba saa yɛgu so sua adeɛ nti yɛde yɛ papa akyi nti intelligent medal nso wɔ school mu no deɛ meka me ho a ɛbɛyɛ hu nti dɛ ma mensua adeɛ nwie aseda no na mede bɛma wo because mewɔ all angles that's paa legend and ma membra seminar no so legend seminar yi sisi akoraa mehyɛ o video yi ma mewɔ fa na yɛko ntɔkwa o phd foɔ no dɛ ɔmo ha adwene o hey mesi metua ama na ama ɔse deɛ wɔasua no wo books no nyinaa wakan dada ɛwɔ school mu nti na ɔmba ɛyɛ asɛm o ɛyɛ meko ntɔkwa papapapapapapa wɔ me fie serious because of you meko ntɔkwa wɔ legend ɛsɛ dɛ koraa ɔmo nim sɛ mabɔra because ɛmene ɔmo kasa a meka asɛm a ɛbɛboa a na adan bɔne see as a Muslim meyɛ farms me farms a meyɛ no me ne sɔfo na ɛyɛ ɔno koraa mɛma no aba seminar ni bi mɛma no aba seminar ni bi oh yeah na adwene problem kakra na ɛwɔ ho because now ɛyɛ a mehyɛ wo videos ma na ɔno ana request oh teachings bi ama yɛ ne ade na mepukyi ne kakra asɛ ɔno na adwene mu ɛte kakra fine ba me a me family foɔ ne deɛ ɛnyɛ o ɛnyɛ kra legend yɛfie paa sɛ yɛwɔ adwene a kɛyɛ sikafoɔ na ngwasefoɔ fie na ngwasefoɔ fie na even mekɔtɔ na mfie koraa mefa abɔnten so ni na mema no kɔtɔ mebisa me ho sɛ ɛfie a mefiri mu yɛnanam na ɔmode anantwie ba kura a yɛfiri mu ɛna sɛ mepɛ nantwie atɔ koraa me nua no ɔwɔ hɔ na ɔbɛtɔ no ayɛ nsɛm bebree na ɛhu kasa bebree a sɛ me ne ɔmo kasa a sɛ ɔmo nim sɛ maadwene ate o sɛ sɛn o ɔmo dwen sɛ maba aburukyiri nti o sɛ mempɛ sɛ obi bɛba bi don't understand and mehwɛ deɛ memefa mu ɛne deɛ mehu sɛ ɔmo wɔ a nka ɔmo de bɛde ɔmo ho a legend sika no da biara ɔka ɛwɔ fam nkurɔfoɔ ani afirafira ka mesrɛ obiara sɛ obiara mfɔ so sɛ ɔbɛba seminar yi me deɛ me yere bɛba nipa ɔhwɛ mo adwuma so ɔbɛba because mede abusuani na ɛto aseɛ meba no a meka sɛ mede ne firi kata baeɛ no ɔba bɛfeedi because ɔbaeɛ na ɔbaeɛ ɔmbra seminar ne ade wadididi nkurɔfoɔ akyi a ɔne da aburukyire no ana ɔpa aba onim sɛ ne papa kuma wɔ ha nti ɔbɛtumi aba aburukyire ata aburukyire yi And yet, many a one wa, ya walk off ye. Correctly, come the order they were honor.
That's right. And a crowd frame.
Legend say, many a walk as me, ya walk on the best way. Me, ya walk on the best way you. Ya walk on the best way. The Bible train chair. Say me who let them my teachings will ram and come back. Ya boy am a young fit in more phrase. The best way and so by a ding comma chalimeko. The buy now I ready crop abaco. But or put me 2 years in a moana. On when you introduce one thing, anytime be our banana meat here. Now I know TNE. I'm telling you, whom I do social media, stopping. I say, who didn't know? And yet, Danaso. And I also can't be away to you near the idea. I'm stopping. Your how. Maybe they meet me a catch after Kumase. Many a boy ever try, baby. And yeah, stopping. One mabuno mwemu kura, and ye me touch it down one. Maybe me touch it down one. Only mamma dear me babechiam. The bechiam we are, I was a force number baby, especially Glucum. Oh, that. Legend say, Mamma honoma, and yet, cry in Sunisika and Cruf West, say no name. To baby and Cruf than I know. Legend, and yet cry, boss, and you cry. You want to say, oh, you want near Mao. I be you can say, ye qua. Where is that? He say, Libya Hostler. Far from Libya. But now be born in Temono, think it's a for so. About Europe say about the coming to is a baby I will do, obey me. And I am put semi minia sanctity away. Age 2025. Legend coming in a baby, coming in a baby, I'm in an coming in a baby, I'm in an or more yan in temno. You to know more yan in temno. We should not joke about you because me, I would say, Ghanaians, the Muhammad no. You're a prophet no. Me, I always call you Godfather. So when them comment to Ubi say I call you Godfather. Because you dey ura ma adwin mu no. A promise legend. Legend a promise o.
Correct.
Legend.
Cause so that for no see now. Work with you.
Dabi obese o chama no mami chama no legend. You know part of the because that for man is why here the three guy the boss. That is me for man. That's legend.
Work that's it. Why we are catching so about when you know who
Sharp. Hey, one who cry ya thing.
Sir, well, Beba seminar ni biya ne
Waba
ya mempo
crab kunti. Oba kumas na was done who did. I can't when none done who did, but must be obedient.
Yes. We over biya. That's it. We over biya da who at least mempre.
Sharp.
En kosa obana do watch ya ubi. Na watch ya ubi. Na wa you who di e ka ho bi. So, oba. Enti Mr. Fred Ambaduka sir. Very.
Robin, good evening. With the financial ignorance, no, Mr. Robin, I think you're quite severe because this past 2 weeks now, miniska, misigana, sika semunye, ubi so na sika muye juma every day be onye sika who keep records of how much you make. After silence, Mr. B, I've gone so many places around Accra. I mean, Coach Obi also keep record anything. Into Bisom says, so how do you track what you are making, any day would dear. Show him. Tell you more assignments. Munkoto notebook. Every day, yeah, how much you make, how much you spend. And so to 50 pesos sure. Say the other issues well we need to come I say. The other charity work everything very clear. Ubi sound for Obi Kraka so no crowd no ye. But they say they will jay because of share numbers and you won't how much money he's spending. Let me say that's it right there. In the bed then when you're scanning if your expenses out perform as a beat your income so what I say you need to carry the wunya be financial ignorance in them so being big unu be akasa. I think the core issue here will be how much they make, how much they spend. And when I think say the core principle and I say me na ma me ko fodi nkomo nyina no that's where we are. Obi ka chair me so page ma
basic skills ni nyina na yam yusu.
Yen you so she until we be sales work with school with me try any try how much you make, write everything down. So okay okay and they say you know me call 1 month, this will be as a 1 month course. Whatever you make every day be your expenses in trust into try fabric and market side the month's time my bet me I share this how much you make, this where your expenses are in tea obi so sika na so na so be say be ha no e be ho no spend it too much there inte be ya te so kakra na no but onya do a certain point and they akọ she bidim into I think financial ignorance there a big issue. And finally, let me mention so that other people too can also contribute. Where dear Mr. Oben, wako you make out and yes more. Michelle, I'm a bed musica. Who's only a DJ Yami, you know, interview, no. And now can say how a visa, they say you can for a visa to the point, so can so move far of human anatomy, they didn't call visa.
Body.
And I mean, and we will be too bad. Say, we will go Ghana ha or this our parts to visa. And already they knew you be until we're going around asking people, no dear, of course, no one wedding. Say, gay dear and come back up, but a honor party. A honor party, they will give it up to get a visa. Into my bed. Let me say, our visa sema the one for people no. It's mind-boggling. It's a wow. They say, "Uka visa." So, or ye did you go be jai abiti. Now, so no wonder you boom fast. It's a big problem. Now, so need as usual be rame me bad no pano. Now, can person me better Kumasi the Friday night, but I think I'll do an early morning drive. You in terms of so I'm back, but yeah, we did maybe be other for the night and then come on Sunday. You be home now on Saturday morning. It means being Minbanwe Sinti. You be doing commercial. All right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Joshua Kasa. Joshua. Kasa. Okay. Kasa. I'm so on mute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Go ahead, please. It's also you speaker. You speaker. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Michelle. Okay. Money problems there. It's everywhere. That's the major thing. You face it. Na kwaya dia. Din say ube nyu bia or kan wasem. They say dia about na o kan wasem na o church ni dia. Aboa yepa. Na mo say bibia problem wo pa ye. religious institutions, you know. How the problem with the Dawson because I dear me when say religious institutions, you know, the church and the mosques, it was designed to make people poor. Now it's different from say obisum nyami. Nyami sum ni edino and a church and any mosques and so dino. But any the purposely, you know, it was designed to make people poor. Because the more the people are poor, no, then you can control them. Because so be dino didn't say about my control. No. Well, into Africa, the entire West need to control your system. It's because we are poor. That's the only reason. Into no more to control it. Into institutions like the school no, it was designed to make people poor. Because you spend most of your time, your life going to school. At the end of the day, you become poor. So, into nyama be bracha in which you know. What you say a trap. And you say, only panangasa no you're conscious of yourself. Now angasa when you are on your own. It will be difficult for you to get out of it. It will be difficult. And the oyasa o chere esa say dudro na adwen o say atro eche our system no mu a na abeda no nokre. And nipa ne believe atro no sa na be ye nokre ma na otise obi ka nokre na attack no. Because of it say nokre no e atro. That's what is happening. Wow. Yeah.
To control the people, you have to make them poor. Wow.
Yes. For the church, because in the Bible, no, I see poverty is a distraction. The rich man's word is strong city. Destruction of the poor is their poverty. Poverty is a distraction. And there's a poverty, a distraction. Then, you can say, Obia accept it. Because on mine is your now, on mine, the majority accept it, or majority of the people are living in poverty. It means that the nation itself is already destroyed. Anybody from anywhere can control. So, internet idea was here. All my years are maybe they are sorry. Mean this will be Yusuf will be an apostle be an evangelist be sikasem teach about money. But all the time, no, at the close of service, no, they will take money. And Jimmy only said there be say I didn't know Oba now Oba demand this why you should have to teach them. I was out to me chere omo come fast omo benye bi. Said they omo ba omo so omo yibia enye but now no even the people who are teaching the crowd no they don't even understand money. They don't even understand. Systems say war on the crowd, they don't know where it's coming from. And maybe I'm trying to do that. To teach people but baby people fight you and they say do baby ana is unko na onam was obi anti was here bio okay bibia obi anti was but say the Bible there is there. Quotations will be one more. We have to challenge it. Because if you study African history and world history and church history, Obon say nyama be one more. Omo invent here. And some be one more invent here just for us to accept poverty.
Wow.
And to me come by bonam ko pie and send me so I mean say no idea way. Nyankopon say the oti no want me fadi we into ne paso. A nipa na to control another human being. And so we have to be selective. Quran say, my culture almost say, if you build a mosque, God will build you a house in heaven. And what's your result now? Say nipa no ni ska crowd or betima struggles na the fear crowd no why mosque ska crowd bi o. But adibia dia business or be the business be na adibia the income be brain no. They are not thinking about that place. It wants a poverty na wo no high. And it's the same thing. The Arabs and the West, they are all doing the same thing. Just want to control Africa. And to say, GD believe no, international history, ancient world history, ancient idea on our own. They depending on the church and the mosques and the school system now. Yabebre pa. Nyamisrao pa no. In fact, asumpa na a time will come. The result will be massive. Next week the Kumasi your life.
Sharp.
Nia oka say on Saturday or sorry to man. Or that's who assume no more. Yeah, free sum na behind more. That's who assume.
That's right.
It's all Omra because me call Saturday. Because on Saturday. But seminar bia me every seminar me and so no onye ne also hu no onye hu onye hu ye system say no onye anti ase Kumasi about life. Yeah.
Joshua, thank you.
That's it.
See you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Wow. Well, keep them poor so that you can control them. Mani here almost say ya o kan se mo bet ya se. Ya ka che se kanini de o ya homa so. Amazing. Isa Gaza. No, so networking is struggle. Isa mom's on networking is struggle. Cause what do you mean? And yes, sir. Okay. Teji Gaza.
Legend.
Yes, sir.
Really wow about Adwini. Kumasi magazine.
Aye. Now yeah.
Oh, we teaching sintimi ho den pa.
That's right.
Tabia me dada mo ho na me sumita wachi wo magazine ha pa. Wadawma. Na massage story bi asa ka ho dada.
That's right.
Maji bi aka ho. Na da bia wasem no me da soro pa me no ma na edie me ne me ma edie bu money devotion sa na yakọ. E ma yakokuduru. Yeah. See we di Bible be 20 years ni. Yanya mo bi amfirim. We di Quran. Yanya mo bi amfirim. Esa kire yesese bi. Ye mere ho asese dwai. De dwai wa ya abo papa. That is it oba wadaroma. That is oba wadaroma. Me se me de me change atawo. Meden na da bia me ka se waboa me. Waboa me dada. Dada waboa me pa. Waboa me pa. Waboa me. Me de waboa me che nipa bia me so se me ntina wo bae. Me nkwa me adwen. Dada dinu na de ma me o. Me ntina wo bae. Yeah, na waba fama me. Mani age. Ese me nti madwen mo no. Hiya ni first na madwen hiya wo pa. But wadaro ma meti obe 5 years, 3 years ni dia. Dada, on my dene, on my nam. Why are there? Na seminar in there, me ma bi da. Is it that many time but when me to stone him, me to stone him and then kwari na meba.
Anibra.
Me ya meba ho. Meba. No ma beda ho ken waste ho ansa na me settle na ba. Adwa bo ami o omo gu so mo yedede nyina da say wunti me hu bi wa America me hu se be wo me kuruma koma dai me hu bi wo Canada me hu se wo niska unye kokodo na otu kwa akotana buruchire
hey
Wamma yi hia firi mabrabom. Wamma yi ho kyerɛ firi mabrabom. Bisi wonti sika sam kwa na easy mame.
Wow.
Me ni obi ka wo dada, me ka no kore.
Wow.
Bisia wono dabi na toro kakra me hu wono dada, na me kwa so na toro wum. Obi a me Kristoni o, me fo bi no makora me ntua. Ya, me dem nsi Yesu owu agye me nkwa. Nti se bi ntua. Dada, me hu wono, wa ho brase no do na o de kyerɛ dada, me se me fa me oba panyi me wo aboa me kye obi ya dada, wo ba me sto si me ne boga bi aka wo. Me tue obi aka. Ese wo hokwa no mo frɛ wo. Adwe na me fa no me. Dada so first na o me ko obi ano kro mfa ma me. But wa dawro ma wo kyerɛkyerɛ me pinya kokodu wo adwuma nim ne di no kore. Nipa bia no wo ka se ne kyerɛ me se o no kore ene wo ho bambo. Entenu ne di machi. Ti de bia se bi etuo kora ni me ho but me no kore no eye tuo jan kutame. Me di no kore. Ya, me yes me know you me do. Nti adwuma no me nkora me the principle to bu kro ho asasa. Ya. First na me tight na me dwene ho. Me da so anu pankasa ade be chi Sunday. Dada me tight ho gidi. Se na ne kore na tro ka ho. Kalabule kakra be ka ho. Nti na me ndimi nkonkom anim. Na ne se bi dada me dollar me se me ba ho. Na ha me twa dollar no mo pre ho gidi no. Me be de ba ho. Mo dollar no mo ko ho America ho no. Me de bi ba se me na ho mo hunu. E obi wa ha, e di bi wa ha. Ye de yan tebrofo but unim die ne kasa na odoma nkoma ne fi kasa no dada uba na cost kwa mfa so me hwa me customers wadawro ma me hwa me customers e ba betoma de ya dada wo yem behyew eso first na me kasa fi hey monko won tanti die dabi o chese hey enye adwuma sa dada wo popon se me na me udi me chaba magazine straight me de so ba ko dia to me de ba ko dia to me ka che me kwa say first one yo Oben ba akoro ka ho da ko omo se ara na wo e ka kire wo mo me kasa bebere ba nipa no dawson na me de o do me chi nipa mu go aboje de say obi o kasa kwakwa dabi bragana dada be ni me says nyina this month is coming nya ba be che obeba wonum obi o mo so already dada me da ase me de me ne fe kan nipa no dawson ma me nua mo so mra bi na mo nsem ka kire wo na waboa me da ase me de me hwe kama pagya mensa me da fom na me no ka se da bia me se da bia me no ka sa me pagya mensa wo na ma da fom ma wo if is me bra me de na chi da ofa libia wonam nsuo so ko bi wu da ene ne yakama ma bra na nkwa brochire ene ne ka da nkama ma na nkwa brochire ese na wo humia na no be last month no ba Ghana o se wo sto no why mami dada panie kwantimi nkomesto hu panie si me ton wata tanse nko a dada me se panie si ntimi nwura ba bi ayemma wo ba store ba akora me je ne so dada ayemma wo me ne ba bi sika ne firba wo madwene ma da ho enyem pai bo se mu be den hyehyɛ na atom adwuma no ho be de no kore na atom adwuma no ho be de odo na atom adwuma na megye adwuma ne so di na megye me ho di kyɛn bibia dada nipa na dɔs na me kwase me ka ye beche nti we de me srɛ mo me nua no mo me nhia ene week pepepe ai dada ne ma me di na adwen enterprise dada me semester na da wase so enra so ma ko register the company no nti me delay ni nyina ba be kyerɛw e wo ho na me say ye fom dwuma bi so mu kuro makoma dai ma register nti say de ai wada ro ma din no ma register me say ye fom dwuma me di video no ba be kyerɛw wo ho me dua buru me dada de me ne ma me beba ma me na ehwe so akoma da ma me nti me di we ne beba no abehwe ma me ye fu dada nipa no dɔso ma mu se me nua mo dɔso nti me de me di si he ye na me sero wa boa me na tenetene ye nyame nko obi so machi dada hie nipa enye hie wo adwene mu no me hu obi a se ne ho atete ye na adwene mu no efi wom enye ye ya obi na ye sa wada worma watententan na fidi ni so tie ni ada ho dada me passport me mu da eda ba bi kura da kire ho ba bi kura me de yede dada ye me da se nipa no dɔso me da se
wow what's what in the cray ne shop wa buso sikaro ko ho ba bi free ba ento to ye so be catcher o say sunsum na den wo mboa ento to ye adwe mutia that is it ma to adwe Ya kwahye baabi ne nkurɔfoɔ gye akyinnye no mu yɛ debate nkurɔfoɔ timi ne yɛ debate saa so de tra yɛ debate mmeranteɛ no wow okay young money kasa if you are about anti case yes
All right.
now where
I'm away from Sowing. Me get you be a good evening.
yes sir sharp man sharp
I think that it's very fascinating, and they be America, they Mr. Billy or a billionaire, because
right
all that I dinner or that man for no, I know I'm my friend or a billionaire. Now, I'm going to me catch me young for the Mr. Open or the wagon back factory reset. Now, what been I start you, Juma? Nti mo ni dɛ adwuma no ɛyɛ no ɔnyɛ adwuma kakraba na the last time I make a baby there, I make a lot of money every month. Until I made mention of some CKB now. But one thing I made money there, me dad me out there. CKB me no is Osama. Until me pere kumenim. So because of that, until say this month, ebia me total sika minya ye mfa na 3 cities a me sika ni sha. The subsequent month, or there either me double up and either make 4 cities. And that is what is keeping me. In the business, I make sure that every week, or there, me now, before we get back on so now, I invest more assets. Into one thing that they be I mean, many gyms or any products, and other things I'm only there. But nobody is teaching us how to get money, how to raise money, how to become a successful person. But actually, America for what's for years for Bill Gates in the that's what chunk of the way I can't offer in years. Elon Musk in one way or the other, they teach people how to raise money. And now they can't offer this, and they share their business ideas with people. What has happened to any years they don't want us to know how they made the money. Is it that omu make it illegally? And I say that they are wicked there. One pere namafuna wallet ban so when I dream no better one. So thanks be to Mr. Benda Akode ono yen tininka o yen hu there as Mr. Benda akoto phantom another day. But in zaman or a no obu them phantom no be akoto na ebia all you show off no. And see some of Kofu or Mr. Benda there. This is the real man. This is the man. All of my mebuna all about when I jina yijuma. Ha. And every day they be pursuing my dream day or a quest of the ordinary, but conquering the impossible or no my destiny. And the many people my
that's a heavy one
there. Yeah. My imagine there kianiki mobesiano, I will do it. And
now
the first
repeat that one.
Yeah, okay.
Pursuing
The
the
message
dream is the
there.
quest of the ordinary.
My dream. Yeah, pursuing my dream is the quest of the ordinary. Conquering the impossible is my destiny.
Wow, that's
yeah.
deep.
So most of the time, my mom need say I didn't do what say daily. Call your jumana niskafa shwe or a normal thing. Or normal thing for each and every one there. I then you man is getting sure we will for. But they make man area no. Aside the make man have a business view and a worker, they make man. And the other mean there because on one a normal thing, norm a BI energy, or either mean extra one BI mean that this one is different from what everybody is doing. Because I don't want to follow the hot passion of the day. This is what everybody is doing. So let me do it. No. They be they me talk cara. Me pekala nkofun 10 use. Everybody is buying Toyota Corolla. I won't buy Toyota Corolla. Irrespective of their consumption, you good and bad. No, I won't go for it. I want to go for something that no used to be. Because mobile used to be no right today. The hot passion of the day. And I know be kwakoto. Into business na no. Already be yet say issue. Name there. Okay, na me the madu me for win count. They be America chamber. I learned yesterday, pay them every month. Each year, someone. That was it. sika na menya demand on some or the me be come because you pede you need sika to the extent there. And also you betting the last time you came, you betting ya kadoki, you could donate them sika we ya dama ebia orphanage bi ya the madu ya dama ebia school bi ewa na you would okay yes community na ewo mu no ya boa because when you make a lot of money you also have to give back to the community, create an avenue for the youth in the community to benefit. And see, they be a community na team na ABA our one no. Aba impact na create to community no do. Ebi wo wa or paying no community no, but you will not see any jobs that we create. And see, some of us, if we're able to create jobs and we are not driving in luxurious cars, and we are happy because putting food on people's table no, is another way of getting a lot of blessings from God. If say obi nano, remember obi nesa konano dia, it means that I'm also doing the word of God. The word of God in Nigeria, they be a question so them na yenye Mr. Opening your mouth to GD when you so we. Yeah. And see, they be oh there's one thing about before no. If you are doing something, they will tell you they will automatically on you. And if you want to prove them wrong, they call you arrogant, they call you crazy. But the lesson that we realize is that when they call you arrogant and crazy, sometimes it will turn into a new innovation. Ebonde I don't know what's it mean, you know. Not the matter the moment I pursue na say yeah. No, I bet turn a new innovation. Na if we wakada on you so na adina ye. Ebonde if you wanna wakada adina ye, you know, they turn coming to you for ABR. Hey, CCR Charlie, you the which malo kodo power, but the same people also starting no catch there adino on ye. There are a lot of people like when you tell them that let's do this business, they will tell you, oh, this business master on ye. Them business will be a waboko. But the fact is, it will be a waboko, or don't tell the way you have a now, tell us, madam,
young money.
yeah.
Obi catch so Ghana, the Muntimin Traha Ghana. Now, after 10 years, Obaya Yatraharo. He said, we think we know everything and we are proud. You know, he said that Ghana is difficult, you can't make it here. He was fighting, there's no opportunity here. He traveled somewhere, he said there are a lot of opportunities. Now he comes back after all these years. Now he says that, now you're proud, you think you know everything. I'm saying, where's the pride? So that's the statement we say. Now we are as one yet.
Sometimes you know, because last time you know me my friend me one of these me catch and you come together and you boys can near the alcohol. Yes, we just go for trip near alcohol trip. You so many occasions, but you boys can there you do a business. And you know, what kind of friends we are we? There, Yamobo scam and continue fan chill. But Yamobo scam and create business. That's one thing about we, the youth in Alabama as an African people. Also, sometimes you know, a bit a picture scanner. But so I've been all on the mamma's more there now.
Young money.
Money minded.
That's right.
See, are there youth now, yabe? You come together. At least, obey difficult. But I believe that when you put paper on things that business that we are doing now, because of paperwork or that, you know, even if somebody wants to opt out to cry on there, documentation or and if I opt out, this is the ABA penalty or this is what is going to happen. The last time when I spoke to you now, I did Isa no my mom. My friend Isa, my quad joy and Isa. My joy Isa from Techima. Isa joy on my joy on Greece. As I'm speaking to you now,
Wow.
I think the connection is also here. And Eddie is a number, mamma, and a man connector. I'm losing. Now,
Yes.
Isa number man me connect say Isa is a nice guy, you know.
Yeah,
Also
very
on the
nice.
oil know this my what the bag kumase obi
Wow.
ki oil ne be. As I'm speaking to you now, mini kwan kam the oil ni be be gina ade chiro. Oil nu go at is ya me kuda me dem beton. And right now, I see the connection also play much in our business journey. And whoever is on this platform, you should be rest assured that coming to this platform is not for scamming. I'm asking maybe I make this platform is so genuine there. Obey you we be free or obey you be bonny. Until what we are saying in there, when you come to this platform, be genuine and then share your ideas because your ideas na the best another what some never can or my trigger another one propel obi. Oh, I need this thing or I want to do this so that people can come together and maybe create a lot of businesses. Because say youth now they be able if say citizens say organ had another indigenous say organ had so you think 60% of Ghanaians are billionaires. The politician cannot control us because yeah, they can quit. But this is the time the politicians are billionaires, so they control us. And see,
Joshua said that
Joshua
said that keep them poor so that you can control them.
You see,
That's right. You just said it.
So them not
yeah.
And see, I'm only there. Yeah, we should hammering on the fact that we want to make sure that Ghanaians, indigenous of Ghanaians, Yabe billionaires. We should own the companies, we should own the industries of the now your team, your employer, your coffee, you see, sometimes to answer the move for you are making a lot of money, but the people who are working for you, you are paying them peanuts. Obey you. If you're on cow you what they and sometimes it's that's the revenue all ban is good that we should pay the people well at least for them to also know that on the end juma ye. Me the master no be siade, but my mpere me kan ina there say to seminar say ye build business together. The last time I made platform we do, I've gotten someone who has invested in my business. I'm the UK. You understand? Another person is also from Korea, and then he's also planning to invest in the same business. And see, if we're able to come up with a genuine planner, eventually you will get people to support you genuinely.
That's right. That's right.
We should be people are either can mama there pretend nipa na wo UK ni dey say the time no so week sika no to man na me da asen no me pen na be them nipa no so okay, this guy is a person be onye basa basa until if you want the person want to invest with you obakoda why invest with you because ankofo baby ba say when you anka invest in Ghana but them some no bata hunintino ama auto say be na ni mo ayed. When I'm speaking to you now, I've acquired 1 acre land. Make grade you do. I want to do good farming and then poultry farm. So whoever is interested, is welcome. We'll be more about a business together. Genuine business, not ABR content business. Until business it's also no media platform. No Facebook, online radio, Facebook. I honestly your program say take coverage of Nyama Bebre. And the Obi Reware, Obi Pede documentary man, Obi Pede photo shoot only in answer a bit me I that man. So whoever is also interested a business near into also bit my then or bama a business no. It will be a better to camera. It be a bit more to camera and that ba. Yeah, they need our account. We sit down, we draw we design a contract form BBR so that a business uncle father it's baby na do excavation na terrible book. And Mr. Ben, I think that may the man be here. And
what is file number 2 Obi person no kasa?
Okay, my number is 0243 619 317. 0243 619 317. And see, Mr. Mokumo Bisaba,
Sharp. Kumasi ehwe nim yabra.
Remember, Guazini. Remember,
Sharp.
I'm happy that we are remember.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yo. That's it.
Yo.
All right. Auntie Casey Akasa, yete unkache.
Yeah, Mr. Ben, what you mean, can?
Ane,
Good evening, Prof. Nebusa phone.
good evening, madam.
Internet, I have my dream tea. Me family video need to stop for now.
Jose.
Let us see be for the topic.
Yes,
Let me see
madam.
to me solve financial ignorance. A lot of financial issues, a bit working along. But we say, a lot of people are sebio, omudi ne sikafo bebre. Majority of them, it be a chance. Into Shadani, it's nasipo now catching say, or formula, the catch one is a radiatum. Because the truth is, and then so both for ma, the be your best sorry view, the bed thing. Because on one can say the new formula pia, obey me the attitude be but when you be building from the scratch to a thriving business, obi or no any done who so here is not my portion viewer. Near my yina different. Intimate be an American say, na yina nim and they are behu. Then you this information na yenyanere. Because you bet me a cassette, talk is cheap. But action na you be taking on the say, you could so a bob brako nim and ask BBC. Now religion in the say the road near the boss. Money is not evil. And I repeat, money is not evil. To me, in poverty, you hear, or you know, bobo mom na evil. Sabu jitum se nyankopon ne bo nya bibi wo baabi. A ono bo wa ne seso. Na ujitum se wait se uyu hie ni. Na wo stress dia obedi. Wo dia wo de tua bills. No nyankopon no bo no. Obo se be den wiase. Into me nyantum se you be a religious, whether Muslim, Christian, whatever, you would have to be poor. If you are poor and you lack knowledge, anybody can manipulate you.
Yeah.
Obia said you only nyansa saying to me, I manipulate you. We are saying. So wow, sika now do now on knowledge, not just the knowledge, but knowledge I will apply. Now exercise our braba. A difficult to be betting me manipulate you. And found baby ojina. So ojina what you ojina pulpit so on to me manipulate you da. Into knowledge we apply be. Religious leaders no maka saying say ye dear why am heaven or muba in a here for bubu. 25 years ago when they started, we saw them. They were broken. Are they still broke today? Instead, then knowledge when you empower people to also be financially solvent. And look at the lives they are giving for even their children and grandchildren. In China, usum yankopona obi be nkyerɛkyerɛ bɛka kyerɛ wo sɛ wode wo ho a wobɛkɔ hell na yɛbɛtena hell wɔ asase so na yɛwu akɔ heaven. What kind of stupidity is that? Live heaven ni bi wɔ asase so a yɛnkrakyi wɔn nti deɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ no yɛndefine the life you want na yɛmfa ogya nhyɛ mu. It is possible. Abrabɔ no a yɛnkɔndɔ no a yɛnkrahwehwɛ sɛdeɛ wogu so ka kyerɛ yɛn no ɛbɛbɛma ma yɛn na munyɛ sɛ yɛbɛbɔ mpae na yɛte hɔ yɛtwɛn ɔmo no ɔmo bɔ mpae nko anka ama wo kpakpakpa na ɔmo yɛ no ɔmo nkyerɛ yɛn kpakpakpa na ɔmo gu so yɛ no ɔmo no some of them na religious setup ne yɛ ɔmo so ɔmo business cash flow yɛ yɛka ho asɛm yi ɛyɛ ɔmo business every weekday ɔmo every Sunday ɔmo nti ɔmo so yɛ ɔmo business mene ɔmo yɛ no so yɛ business ɛde sika brɛ yɛn no ɛne deɛ wɔn because it is poverty that is evil. So you ensure how to manage and regulate the wa. You to build the wealth. Prof, which mean will be kasa 1-on-1 also made me name near by medem. Now only paper and a pen. Now share daily expenses they make. We be someone says only me why no you sikeni. Sikani buy and sempa. By any how we can regulate it, how we can manage it. Into said the urban san echo. Into beer usika. Na the idea sika yen, whether you are wasting it, investing it, adding knowledge to yourself, when in the betre, sika ne beba de beer. Na sa wo train says kebe boma ma odako na abadia. Said the boom ma on a buying, san ebe boma ko. And yes, uncle phone any omenya. Yenny young I yepesi yetumi sika na beba. na eba sika ne bewo na ye mama eba be hu ye sika no ye ne ye ni abre aye to sa na mo nti mo bia na da woda say money is evil. Money is not evil. The old preachers are children or 20 sources of income on country. Or did you scanning in area or investing? No, are investing or investment? I want to hear in a madimu. Binu me ni into more be a medada in bio. Yan for ya dream, na ya gada na knowledge and ya jig. Ni and feng to an amumbia, yan in your knowledge in a pe.
That's right.
Into your knowledge in we are. Because the next seminar now becono. The Aukoji and then one among the witch. And yes, idea. The one must seminar ni be. The only imposter prophets this day. Yan in your pay. Into Mrs. Yan, your knowledge in here. By a knowledge in and far more brebia, near to me and quay and nim, since I ever knowledge na knowledge and first one must obey. Into seminar and the beba, na ye bet you are beyond the seminar and the Jumani one. It said you can networking. Prophet be a great networking am I. Me webusiafo bebre wa me hu nanim poda. Ba ma to ade afiri mo me ne o ma ye adwuma bebre because of this network. It's a family way afa so dey amre wo dey a. Which is obi asabio wako school awie na so school na ko no school na nko mu. Nti ya network bibi bia wo ye bia obenya obi wa ha ono so ebeto ana obeto ama no na ye de abusua na ekọ. Nti no na yenhwe no kwadie ene pepepe ye ebedi anim kan sabi wo nipa ne da na wutumi di no kware ma no na oto wade na otua wo so woto na de na otua na ye build the community no. Nti yenyai say money is evil, poverty mum na ye evil. Nti wunya ska no mo so be arrogant. Yes, because wo ska no we arrogant yepe. Because you're arrogant, no, ebi anabe preserve usika no. There are people who are poor, broken, who are still arrogant. Into wunyeska na wu bebo bre ye obi a manipulate you. Are arrogant no can prof? What they mean is now they can't manipulate you anymore. And if you reach a state in life, I will be to manipulate you. Now they will see you as arrogant. Ye pausa, yen ye bushia we, ye pedat arrogant. Into yen di with knowledge, new information, financially solvent. Now said, if they will see us as arrogant, this arrogance is beautiful. We'll be arrogant. We won't be poor. We won't be naive anymore. We'll acquire knowledge. We'll use the knowledge. We'll get money to plenty of it. We'll build businesses near Frankfurt Juma. We'll serve our communities. If this is what their definition of arrogance is, so be it. Inti adawasi bebre prof. Yadawasi. President Beka say, asomdwe nka wo ne wo fi. Wo na wo so ye nyame adwuma. Nti say bibi wo ha ese etua de support nyame adwuma. Ese wo ho na ye betua to. Inti yadawasi. Asomdwe nka wo.
Yadawasi. Ane akakuya pimpa in Wufi. Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you. Kwasika come.
Hey.
Hey. Yes, sir.
Doctor, Obinda.
Are you serious?
Is it the man? Me tosu too. And then I'm a graduate. Me first year. Me share. And then I'm a graduate.
Right. So what are you doing now?
Aye. And then I'm a graduate. Legend. Fantastic topic. I think the topic here will come as a media. About 90% of them every book with financial intelligence.
Wow.
Yeah, medical kind of medicine can be, and to be very honest, I think it's one of the few books that as a messenger time send me the metro notes. Because the knowledge in there is very insightful and it's very profound. Into a boy movie, and legend, I think that never we bring a mammy papa no mark about so few research and as a few communications are many with Yenny and Crawford. Mihuni said there are four main things. Number one, how to earn money or make money. Number two, how to spend the money. Three, how to save or invest the money. And four, your overall understanding about money systems. First one, that is how to earn money, and how to spend money. It will be a bit easy. So me could deep crana, me a bit yamika. And then be na meet me there to talk they are renting and those kind of things. It's very easy. But 3 and 4, no, that is saving it and then also or investing it, and at 4 near your critical understanding about money systems, and then a problem, no. Okay, be do book, no, say the kind of information and I said the knowledge available to people determines how they will see themselves and the world and how they will interact with it. And as I can, you cannot teach the African financial intelligence until you decolonize the mind of the African, until the African is proud of himself or herself, or financial intelligence book. And legend is very true. It's very true because Nema Bibro why I seen it from Ukraine. You say you have to pray. But you realize that ade bia oye ne so wo hu nyansa like unsuro onka se bia megidi se meyeye ba obeka se minim se meyeye because you'll be able to identify those systems no in design money nyina so oye de usua obetimi akan book obetimi tie audios ti se ne oye de o kire and then most of the times ye usua ye nko deep kakra the Indian because ye nko deep no usually if you are learning these kind of things it should be able to align with our culture. No? And any money teaching strategy is so complex for you to understand. No? There's always about 90% chance there you will fail. And that is why if you are in Ghana, systems like stock trading, crypto trading, those kind of things, yes, it's working for people. But we are talking about the majority. If you try, you will fail. Not because you cannot do it, but the teachings in there are complex. And then most of the time, they don't fit in our jurisdiction. Your culture and the amphithium. So be all trading stocks. And as will be a crypto trading in Ghana. And you'll be a fool. Say be our year body, full, bro, full, or year punching, all those kind of things. No. If you give all of them 10 years, no more diligent, none your more, or more hunyansa, no year fool, no year punching. Chances are high that they will be able to make it faster. Because even with that, losses near no crown a minimal. And one is a year ribbon a back count and also be intentionally to poison them. But no trading saying, even though it's good, he does not really have 100% control over it. Because and they say America and I say Ghana buying and I say EU got so much changing law BCCR. The news affects the performance of whatever indices that you are trading. Into any money system be too complex for people to understand. Even though it might be good, but it's just a small group of people who are benefiting from it. And a crewman you say cry, but let them maybe there are people who are in Pennyform, they were caught that they were doing insider trading. You can't compare yourself to that kind of person. At the end of who that
information for grants and
benefit from that. So it should always be tailored towards your culture. And
that's a strong point.
Yeah.
If you want to lift money of the people out of poverty, it should be what they have understanding in.
Exactly.
So, what they can work with.
Yeah. Because Nipani in Tiasia, first of all, obey confused. And one thing is you say you need right mindset, Team ya blame obi, you train economic messiah be, you train say, but unya ska on kaisani money be mo. Obi say ya born in Semutokro. Ya born in Semutokro so timeshen kwai. Obi say ya born in Semutokro ntina onye den onye ska no. Ya born in Semutokro so timeshen kwai. So all these things are because and I'm saying this because I'm coming from there. Now I'm tracking my expenses. I wasn't doing anything, but then all the penny you'll be able to see that this is where the money is coming from. And lastly, most importantly, I keep saying this: the culture. Legend. I was amazed about one thing. Recently, na me tie akwabi na obonyumbi. Inti anyum na obon legend me tie some. Mr. Media as a Nigeria high life songs no as a tune no. So I did my research and I realized that the guy is from Kenya. Kenya for him. And I'm here research about Kenya. Him found free. There is a group called Kisii people, Kisii. I did my research. I realized that they originated from Egypt. Kenya, and some of them came to West Africa, Sierra Leone, and Guinea, that area, and some of them moved to Nigeria. And if you trace deep down, you realize that some of them even came to the northern part of Ghana.
Okay.
One baby are DNA then every banner, and
the
people from the north, yes, some of them came down. So you see where it was coming from. It is coming from somewhere. Says one trauma there in the context of their culture, even though they may be open to learning more. No? So we move from culture no na de obi fufro de ebe shen kon onye den ontimi nsuanwe ontimi die because they will be measuring their performance against a different group of people. But that group of people no also system they different into over cancer maybe the GDP those kind of things there for international affairs fine, but the reality is on the ground. So reality it doesn't affect everybody. And you say you share in the context of our culture, number one, and then it should be broken down into simple languages in a legend or train and ube can catch them say return on investment obedu baby no yeah they can do those kind of things. But me yen point you phone say return on investment, I understand it in a different way. Me can say me this can shame no. If I so say na menya simple Matthias here. But maybe catch any person ROI any one they don't care about that because that is not the language what they speak. And this is why China, any Singapore, any those places, because they are using their language. And the more you are using your language, legend, am I thinking straight? Like thinking straight because make us a automatically own dream was okay trickers now me hoye. But me so be say comment ça va legend. Onze is not a language you speak. Into dream okay comment ça va he means how are you doing? Then you sound the baby what he's saying. You see the number of seconds you process this. A tiny or a micro or a picosecond can change somebody's life. And it will change the person's life when the knowledge that you are feeding them is something that they can process easily, interpret it easily, and then make it productive to change their lives. Legend, thank you.
Sharp. Scientists, no. Because it can come, no. Isa, when say tell your friends on internet, no, who miss Isa Casa. Isa
Legends, Michelle.
Yes, I was.
Wait a minute, because I have the zero MC network na jina kaka. Abai phone aja mano.
Oh, ede nyame ase.
Michelle busiafo awoso nyina. Menua friend saying black kwame ne ya one friends abai phone hene. Odi sheba omba so Michelle mo. Bra friend so Michelle. Young man is being so about so no Michelle and impending for Maka. Boss, Minia Habib, Audi can buy or can be. So over kai asamo kai your first seminar ye no craft first seminar o di kai a year no dia o ka say yeah o ka say me can be efa religion ho kwan a omo fa so ye kon edo hia especially ye Muslims sibi esitie no omama ye ni je ho sa pepepe entina ama ye ni sika anase ye hu fi anabisa enhaye ema ye ni je na enye ye mfum so the biana meka say I had sometimes no say ya nya abute amma mbabunu na I hope say one day we be see because enye mfum so omama ya gietum ama abaye part of us say ye film adia na esa so high say as ye kobrun semjem as ye kobrun semjem that is in church be o masa chire no entin enye a problem but so we quick na film pe na for the side na won say akwa akobwane occultism and I say wanya sunsun bi that is why
hey we
so boss okay sika fianfia ye dinam kura ohwe enema o muka fa kire obedwane but eno no aya na yintie tibi na o sika ye no obi nka say akwai ma yembe na akwai ada so wonim de fufuro bi a odi kwenenim dabi akwai de ne de we de good and I say loans and I say akwai be say criminal be cross that is eno na aya na omohwe and I say bi akwai na ko diska bi ba say bi ye twia ban nipa na bo abran ye nyina ye adwuma baako and I say niti but still I won't say wo de as always and half of the year and end of the year be I won't say multiply ko anim usikit ni sen ya be enim ne sa ya won't say wo magabre de enye nimdie bia babi na wafa and no I hope say ye be year adwuma by bebre because sometimes who check omo adwene wo fum na to the sense do bia na say omu kan sembi the total bi a na brother o kan o muntie na waja na wa focus on udia so be obetima yeni because it's not easy ajuma ne be but a bedi enti we me fa kwanya so aka cho bibia wo ha bia say wa ope lubricant bia yame adoma Friday me be kuma say e be supply binu ma binum na ade achi a yakosam na ne bi enti wa ope bibia your order Friday and Saturday it be share o kuma say ene mpata enti efa lubricant who be engine oil or brake food or grease or any local product be any foreign ones in a bi ho no enti no yame adoma wa register no bomodi na register na Saturday
Isara omo pe number be do manya
chef akwa ya na
omo pe number be do manya is on better your contact so because order
yeah until me one number no
okay sir
0244 66 55 20 0244 66 55 20 until we be up person man be o kuma tin mpata ma oton bibia obetimi afre me se ne be ya ba ebetimi dey brain free abra kaskasem bia ni because until they ho no until yami aduma so wa register but body no register asedi de nyina nhia ho na enkyere mbrantia na mo university ho na mo last year na mo third year na enkyere mo say I am go school e wonim de foforo bi ho ha e de koyanim timbo modin na mumbra dudu na ye nyina ye beba Bruni school no ya nko Bruni school ni bi but fie de ndie te say de o kire de ye boy ho modin pass e besua ni yi atimi organize ho young money zero se kai no metie no am say enema no so tobi na hope say obedi ho adanse so nti ade ye bia say bomodin say eben papa mo so nti obi bi o ha bia bomodin say obedi ne kure se na ba ye connect yonko a emma obi ndi obi hwemo se na bia trust na ekosoro e basa ye ho be yen ha yen nti no obi won de bia meka no obi wa product o gu ho no uja ho no nko a bedi mfie bi du no ntimi nton wie but e die ntra amanfo enka no kure nti won release emma amanfo nti na mama de kan yendi ne kure emma ya ho na eboa emma wabrabo no etoyi that is number 1 thing na I and you know is the fact ye product e dey buy make kan wan say so last time no di hun komo omo aye tax omo no ye njo mo wan see the supply mo ton at the end of the week or the something na yakọ around na yakọ GSika na yasa ma omo foforo nti that is ya ye dey no is a very good nti we dey ye nche wo so ba wa me say be share o Saturday nti aya asidaka say so enkoma OFT aya chia na me pa na bia wona me bo na ba so kese da bia me ka say omono wanja ya adwene mu a nya ade ya betima ye bibia ntino that is the omo yenso ye ni so enti boss we dem da se mekona fufuro so aba
all right thank you that's it thank you that's it Mr. Manu Gaza.
Yeah, boss, good evening.
Yes, I was. Evening.
I hope so be able to call.
I go for that my
Maybe I never found no pray what to move, boss. Now we better me call. That's it.
Yes, sir.
And 700, I know say I'm up for it, yeah, both with the platform needing also. And I know say Genuano Beba. And you may the other bed, the money problems, the cool. The money problems, financial ignorance. Now, I think that Adebiano, so Unya, ultimately, effort out to year. And then I'll be to me, Abuonia. And it's no for I don't know who could see Ruby. And the Mrs. Bino Casabia, I'm sorry, I say, now who Casano again, why for money problems, no. And then I'll have a pointy finger at that, sorry. I'm sorry, every time I will every single the Umuka say, I offer any to do so to the other, and no one died you. But I'm not an extra. When an album will go, Omudaji, and you have no big guy. The initial say, if you are sorry, be being, about me quote at media. I think I'm looking at the wrong picture. Now, that may feel my brother Busiho. Now, may make us okay. Many problems win a meme war. Financial ignorance win a me, a my brother. The crowd then I may fast on the steps, Ben, I may fast one. Maybe more free, similar. If that's steps, let's say, me was sorry, no be sick and cover. Not my family wondering. Hey, what's the name of be about lack of budgeting? So, indeed, I have to do a personal budget and sana. Minya, Juma, and I say, Minya, me be a Juma plan and makes me organize my budget. What about debt overload? It may mean Parangazan, Yohono, it be a care boom, you then you make a Juma, and to me, who's a Juma, no Sakaba, boom. There are certain things that was a woman, was a show a brabum. Say, okay, what team is of messages in the books, in the seminars are organizing the old training. Yeah, the way to me, I'll find you a free situation and no woman, I am better. I'll be to me. Actually, amount for because so we won't say what to be a woman who say what from start to be more quadra to be more. You don't have to say a word. Who say I'm going to say not at the same who's saying oh that is the biggest testimony I'll be to me the actual this financial any money problems, the financial ignorance, you bet me the actual deeper. But obviously I find or so and so well Juma. I say so well Juma from day one of well Juma every day be able to say I'm not for grab a door so was stored and what. How say who Juma well maybe a lucky high fixed expenses and as a import purchases and as a failure to plan well when it comes to your finances. Now, no, we got a message, again, I would die. What to me, all rely on I can come back and all rely on the Bank of Ghana, and I say, already, naturally, say, Macola woman, and I say, it's a woman, no, and I say, do the amount for your income, Cacrebel. Be okay, very ideas will be also better, could be an answer, we side extra income, I come in and out. So there are so many things. I think there was said, who make sure say, we pointing finger and talk was wow. No one saw who are here. A grown now, Mr. Bende Ode Bano. Yeah, personally, we have to solve our issues first. Because then before book no go, na me kona me can and seven na me the three amount for let me name me home freeze and 10 more. How would they take the message? I don't think I saw for no more no say without offering any collection, nobody. I know the work now would the also the also moody. And I think they will say, yeah, more true. They more true answer. Now, a good answer now, dear man. If you run and I can't say now, wow, over prescribe, I will say, over no 1 a day and also over 3 times a day, and in also. And never would see also radio no the air cost, it drew Ghana election and a prophet in free the amount for prophet. The prophesize last 4 years around you America Emma soft for Africa for this year Uma cafe no onipa na odo tin maybe obi ase nke efa ni koji no kra odo na say president it now so for now 4 years no mu ka this year na dey no Uma anka Ghana 2 big political parties 50% chance now the Benya either say NDC and MPP in the mayor or so for kra no ma for friend we meet him to Zuma my bon kra na Obiano didn't do more than 8 years into so we had the 8 years the protocol and I mean the chances so the cohate in you say we prophecy when I'm out there yes that story so I mean the yes Mr. Ano permission person we should be free Ghana there and there so there is nothing encouraging meaning I affecting when it comes to the and solving issues financial ignorance. Because nowhere ever Ghana platform be more. You would train the story and Saturday and pay. Be a tray, oh baby. Nowhere. It is a way a young man maybe out from school and as who was animals. How would you get yourself out of this situations? If there was a me near Bahani BTA Mr. Obiakan, I was at least I was saying I was saying I would because may encounter 1 or 2 be able to say I'm out for information overload, but information no man ko it never be over a bit kakra na the challenge kakra but every day they are here, and information no be bebre no one see no one find adwuma no the whole information be bebre wow kakra na obetina certify adwuma and be ma de wo di aka ho no obeti ma use I would think bebre afi wa be confused. I was fortunate today seminar one guy because I've and through directions understanding about Nema Bebre, which is very encouraging. But at the same time, I'm making a catcher. So when your message now, grabby Albania Biano, try to obey implement this grana wenyan, no one to be a count. Now for to be prayer. Now you overwhelm, I have to make a decision for information in all the say it and I know say Unianum Kakrabi Albania Biano. For take a step by your own answer as an upper so be area. And then the main year, I think that become with us.
Oh, and also because I affect you to buy. So to be able to create you.
Yep.
Also, see Casem Sissa. Of what you are saying. All right. Mubash, how are you? Mubash Kasa.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Michia, Yama Wakupe. It was awesome. Religion, awesome. Now, you know, I'm catching say, Yamide, we are saying, ama maybe we are for and all the heaven, ama. Like, let me just say, all the heaven, ama, young criminal for now, all the maybe I say, Anna, something like that, ama, or million criminal for no. Indeed, they made it to be like, say, who say, will be scar on the Yamina day you as an amano. Yamidi, you are someone say, on Jinani. But say, yeah, in this canoe, you wouldn't acquire name the heaven and my name, so Yakojani. So that was our belief. We used to believe that, yeah. We used to believe that. So who's will be there, will be yeah, like you just believe that only like where you are seeing it. Would they also would when you go to heaven, you go and get yours.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, although any crime mobile was a hadith man for cancer be asama wokano bebre na so kura na say Bible mu a yebitim dia bobra no, but they will not teach us those things. They'll just go and bring something. Right now I'm realizing say the normal can be na a free scripture no direct ebe mo ko be. And sometimes when they are giving us example, say omo matwem no concern the history. Omuka Senonomosi here for Anyami Ashromu. They weren't saying those who were wealthy. No, they weren't talking about all they are not talking about those who are those who are wealthy. Until Oma they decorate poverty to look so good to us that it is okay to be living in poverty. But right now, through your teachings, Alhamdulillah, everything is just on point right now. And I think we are working very hard. And coming to talk about the seminar now we will have it on next week. No, may I want to share my view. Say Abia, we should also add virtual one to it. Abia omo aburuchiri ana omo far from Ghana or far from attending this thing. No, see that so they too can join through the virtual one. Though when you say yeah have a virtual one, but even this one too, maybe as we can set our equipment so that we can also go live for those who are very far from us to also join it. I think say ebe boapan. And lastly, see boss, this is me though. But I don't have a boss name, as I so I don't even get a chance to read again. Maybe I'm in the earpiece, I share my sonamic videos and some positive informations because all the time I'm busy, all the time. And around 10 something, my one boss friend me say Obedama say send me say handle the project, like I'm doing very well that he wasn't even expecting this thing from me.
Wow.
And I can say, okay, Nina comes back to you. Because when I do not say, I can say, okay. And I say, I'm crying for the I don't care about them. And I mean, I'm crying I feel so happy. I feel that no, scan the baby. As far as say me, I'm doing crazy, I don't have any doubt in myself. And short videos now, I shall say, I mean, though Omo bend me pan cry, they are criticizing me, but those who are far away are Omo we mean you man if say ever boy pan, I say they'll come close to me to do it together or to learn something, but they are not doing. But Omo move free actually and like they'll just say, oh, video okay some say and it is good. I'm say, oh, I'm taking it from my boss or being that cool. And I think everything is well, boss. And inshallah, one day, enche, as we scan the when you're playing, when you're on a broso. And no GD, I don't have any doubt in myself. Me now, money to just I say muska, miniska. I feel so confident in myself and I feel so happy. I don't care what people are saying about my dressing. Oh, now fine boy, I can also dress well, but and your dressing no. She said, yeah, and you're my main concern. I'm just working very hard to make sure that things are really working well for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And last time, I said maybe people can also extend their businesses to different regions or to other places.
That's true.
Like because there are a lot of opportunities outside, especially Accra is very crowded. But if you try to go around who say some extending my business and call this place, I can also get something from it. So people should be concerned, or people should be thinking about different places to not only where they are right now. I think that one too will help a lot. Yes, and I think we can do that through this networking, and you are really helping us. And I believe one thing to say, because okay, your religion, which I say, anytime be a nyame eshara sumo bi emanu be yi nkofo free or how mu. So I believe in this our generation, you are the one God has sent to us to come and deliver us or to come and liberate us from the bad things. Yes, that's what I believe. I always pray for you, and it is true because and easy. Kenya wa, that's so much, but yeah, yeah. I'm kind of sure.
Yamisha also.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Nana Opon Checheku. Opon Checheku.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Obi.
Good evening, boss.
Where the you may not come here, me, Margaret Prasse, Babalana, me as I come Teddy.
Any attack.
Na Metidi, of course, now I said, Bakubia work, I saw now can will be the fray. I'm the guy who UK. It's about when you are be on war, Kumasina, my from me, the number be a mom information. So if you're more fro, na omo hu kwa mbofo so mbo register me tua bibia me say me so be I don't talk what
I went to go she
say be kwa phone kwa mo mfa
ba o be fragis kan ti o so benya o do worry
na me ne ba ko sa o say university for me ba ko kasa o say business plans le o bebre na me say madam
that's right
for business plans no to nchen na ko tin say o ka
every
na mu jam ho abofo say
the business plan.
Now, sir, if I say financial ignorance now, what they are topic in them. Mishia adie kakra if you say almost trust some classes for lack of knowledge, my people perish. Yes. Now, because say it's not about only say obia new kind of first obedience can say be this. Even sometimes it has to do with obi what means can all right, and also we scout hall, the Juma is a man is all right. But onim the or this kind of grass so onim kind of first so ever masikana then a generate a man. Now because I say somewhere in 2015, 2016, this of me. Now nyame adum yetumi ya adwuma ma just save over hundreds of thousands of dollars. Na sika ibu Bank of America. Ukwa oba kohwe no interest rate be 1.2 bese metimi ko na me de bank fo akodi nkomo na kwa be na me fa so me de sika yi be ye bibi na te se omo ka sen papa na ni nya ne se omo no ada so omo de sika ne malon na omo di interest wo so ana so omo ye investment wo bi eti in fact ubwe Ghana radio susu a akwese te se concert satana woni around eti me kase me free fie cross ana then me me no fie omo so to car bra sa yi van ni adibi me so be me se me ko to tu ngrofo yi first time we ho mbeka kire me say omo ye first adwuma na no bible bi omo ko so for no say omo famra omo fa sikari nyina mra na eno na I say omo de yi ade ni ti sikara obenya first I would men spend for nyina bra fie na eno ye nyame de
sir first fruit
me so be first fruit na feel the me hu ya after the can kwa you twa no ya ton car no me na me ka kire o me ya ton car no enti me ana me na YouTube so na because hu video bi na akwa no o ka bi o say asset over liabilities asset over liabilities let me say accounting ka na asset over liabilities so dey o kire ti dey na o kire na say ye mu bebre o wa ye ntimi ndi ye because ye speniska and as your resources on liabilities instead of assets.
Yes.
Because ever since I talk car says it's a liability because who spend this kana a fence as a dealership was maybe abakono we car free sad dealership no buy I drive no kakra no who sako back the price is not the same. That's what but say who this car eco share liabilities like a fence asset me emphasis be say emphasis be a land emphasis some very good assets be a over time no it may generate more income.
Yeah.
Me no kana me nim hwe nti me what I started doing is na me tie videos bi na mo say company bi to say Microsoft, Amazon, Satana Bitcoin because na e baso any Nvidia, some of chip making companies. No, what you say? And near people use on a daily basis to say iPhones. Anytime I'm releasing new version, there are people are buying it. What you don't want to do is to spend your money on those things. You want to be part owner of those companies. Mr. Obi, what I started doing is I started to talk to Microsoft, Amazon, Bitcoins, near DB. Na me cash in your money when I'm say, yeah, do say no. Because me can say Nvidia say it could do over $2,000 per one stock. If you own about 100 stocks, 100 shares, you will be owning them. Now, sa financial knowledge na minyano e boa me papa. Enti ade a wo ye ne de just say any point me place a value also. Na sabi ye kuro na ade bia ha say ye free ye shouldn't spend a lot of money na man phone bu. Ade a wo ye de very because me carry those days who saw TV, who saw video our Ghana say who kwa unyo bia o educate others or ka bibi kwa ye outside ye benya benefit everyone. Oh, you know, where there may kind of marshal nkura se koso. Na me gusu aso me force me for because adwuma kase pa.
Yes sir.
Adwuma kase because they make be an your business plan wa business plan they will be fine akase ka na masa but business plan no to nche na kokotie no na de ukoba na sika sem bia wo ma de ma menya we enti we de me kasa bebre meja na mo ato aso me nua no so aka bi me da se bebre so
yeah that's it me so for chichi. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so NS Boateng kasa. Boateng. Hello, Boateng kasa. Yes, sir. So Kofi One kasa. Yes, sir.
Legend, good evening, Michelle.
Yeah, Kofi.
Yes. Your patrol that's it. I mean, Shroud. Na. Yansa would be share true. We a financial therapy. You say your money from because your therapy where you dream entity so on therapy. Be more what to do in your money. Na sa the therapy no so no. Unya no baby trasa. Nti sabi wo bie ni na yedase na me background a meeting on na me chance on Fox News any you can say New York Post one publications be on my ni hina no ne awo kan hia pepepe ma yehu say Ghana na e wo ho no enye o my phone wo ba brochire a ye mu binum ye wo ka Ghana din so ye bibi kura ofi ana ma woni mbra wachi na se be ya san bra na be invest wo Ghana ana we ya abranche na wo Ghana mempre se obeton we japade atu kwan no na omunti ase woni bibi unse Trump ba so no America ye beja kakra nti no some of the celebrities asha say omu pese and the New York Post and Fox News no selecting 9 countries out of the world suggest say is peaceful. So person will look at it because of Trump banner. Could you imagine Ghana na year first?
Wow.
And America so you Krubia because of woman institution woman you new Krubia and America ni because of security reasons. Obi a what na America be anim asam no. And say Ghana to me that first say obi ti celebrate ni an America ni bi to come and say na America say nti and I say security issues because of changing political reasons. And I say BBC you know Umbra Ghana your friends or naturalize or Ghana Marshall in call a page in so I saw any will be a back and so minor team men fan the trasa now it's in a actually Mr. Bench now confirm with Japadi Nimdiana or no so we see an awful choir send a bear force me say who knows who be who say oh am I no nimdie na yen hyeda nyan hawa ye betene nyoma bi kakra ebe ma ya de yen ho nti me so ben me de me kan ye na me tie wi hina na me hu se oh no kure nti ye kan na ye nuam na wa abrochi no mema ye nka se Ghana nye nti wo ka sansem we ya na nipa no pese o kire se wo kura no nim nia wo ka but one time bi be ba o se o fa no bag no go say na ko tie 10 years back na kana ba bo bi sini
yeah
tim so be ya da waso koso na ye fence tu yo fu na wo ka ne de no anu na de na akwam ya min shira
ko viera ase
ni patrio
yes Mr. Boateng kasa esa so kwam kasa wawe kwam so tumen kasa okay we shall avoid ai bi ase se kwam timi join afai bi ase se munya time ebe join here the opening said next week by this time na yeah seminar na until we are brand we are baba what Ghana for disuaka the wo ye no it should be part of you for can certain be no be developing our bravo economy can be just have an open mind, an open heart, so you continually add value to yourself. You want to become a better person, strive to become better, build different network, connect with people who are doing something. That's how you succeed in life actually. Menga semi da mabusi hari yeni bi ena yenkwa ankona we asidi unkwa na dabi unkwa ona ma bre unkofo bi bre mo ya se omo komani mo. So connect with somebody who's going somewhere. Hey, Afribo, that's that.
Mr. Obi.
Yes, sir.
Ne dia metrecho me say me man na me bakura me nim nia meka bio.
Oh, are they?
Enti na me try hoji me share kire hodin na me tie ne ekoso no.
Yes.
Na me nia na okasa twa kire sisi a na sama woka no. Papa ne baaye no. Me wo fia na nkofo si papa ne be pam nkrofo. And I'm saying, media may name my F4, come in a medican. You could now have my mammy, such as papa Miss Rom. Me take this canoe. You know, cry a capital, mammy, the plane a free dear. And a number one. On time, I'm in Aminco. Now, me first can I be the ticket and I found made business or Ghana. So, now, you probably yeah, you probably a mushisho among a crew. Now, me dream one in Tiasia. Se ukru ho abobi kru se ko ukru mu adan e wo se ututu wachi uka unchi na se watutu wachi yi a adan na usro na usu
na do na so one obeka so ngo so wo people dey want me ngase free ho
ai oh yeah na me kase se bani se wo people woni bo se ko ukru oh ye fa ni se wo people woni bo se obi a the player be si wo nko ukru mu I was a go crew. I was so go crew. Obi or not abrochran office and no to say an ebo boban. Ebo boba until say when you bound so now ukrumo now will say Utiana baby ye chair ukrumo. Number one says from Gil where ye until you krumo dear. No custom ni say unya na utukwa na bedru ha we obi a waye adwuma pen Ghana na bedru na hu say eh ye krumo hode ye krumo hode ye da wase bebre ma odi a no na wo ko church of mu anu mo kontokwa onim say me nuanom ye no me ma mo ba seminar no wo Kumasi no ma what auto books ni nyina na abranchi wie ye no na so na ma me call seminar no ma kinkai book ni nyina wie ntise no dia wo so mfa me ma abrochiri ntini sese dia na wo pese me na wo kinkai book no call seminar no dia na kote ye se me wie nti o ma miska nenka me de ayena me so ni me se obi obi bae no enipa ko no ma ne bae ne sesa e ka ekire no na odi koto wheelbarrow no this is all the rent o ska mama o bebre okay 2000 on fashion so bay and not the wa friend me e bra me tell ga check sika enti wudie ni okusua yi nyina echi no me san fa sika san fa me no Ghana biom obi na
Itrumi de
wonya watu tutu 10 million no
Itrumi de
enti enipa bi wo a ade na wonya no a eye fofofo no ntia sa me ni ko di no fa nye na me so no gra on kan
Bo ha ina Itrumi de say ne
ah
bra
o mi sa mo bra me ne bra no ho no sisi ano no oba Ghana ho ne bra no oba Ghana
is it just some to come Bible I only know come Bible say be anaju mesisa
Well, was a Ghana for the no Trump no electing no more junior year. You know, so bro, for the same tactics now can every day. No one will be so. Omuni any playbook be out. So fear tactics no ne sa name na omude sha him, but only to me to do that. But see how I affect the amount for.
That's right. He may not even do anything.
Yes. On your head. So that's how they are.
Wow. You go for how I'm going to do. Nanyanto, I then I was obo. Say easy. Okay, Kaza.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening, sister.
Michelle Busanfo Puma.
Pogo.
Hey, Miss Sowing, thank you very much. I'm about late, but Makohe Kakra auntie, I just wanted to
Hey.
Coachile.
Life is good.
Oh, I can no play.
Thank you.
Ready. You know, lately, and that me tell no day, but see me say me so be me year school no. I got a job, my first job. Okay, it wasn't really my first job as such, but I would say my first major job at me yeah, whatever. So I set a target for myself. Say, okay, me really soon na me the student loan. Into me student loan na me the no. I was saying me making this amount of money yearly as a salary to help me with rent and everything, and to be able to pay back the student loan and kakra. And you know, through just hustling and everything, I got the job, and you know, I got the salary target that I was looking for and everything. And Mr. Bing, do you know that even though I started making the most money I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not saying it's a lot of, but for me at the time, we are married school, no. Na me who says like me working me nya adwuma bia obi atwa me says can be that at that time the ska me for me no like me who be whatever. Do you know, so even though I started making money and whatever, I got more into debt after earning the salary, the top salary that I was looking for, no, than even before.
Wow.
And when church say yeah, and a trim adwene kosi hɔ sɛ iye rade nim deɛ Mr. Ben, you know, lack of knowledge it kills ankasa. It's not even like it makes me cool like nim deɛ wonni no Mr. Ben, it can literally wipe you out. At that time, I was going to church, paying tithes, paying first fruits offering. I financed a car, Mr. Bing.
Wow.
So
that's where the money went.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, unim say Nancy and Biasa, and I'm saying me started calculating the amount of money I was making a month and the expenses.
Yeah.
Do you know I had more expenses
And how much you were making?
And see, I was always in debt. I was in a land of credit, Mr. Abadu. Mr. Bing. And so at that time, I was so ignorant to say I had no clue. So my expenses exceeded my income.
Wow.
Just a media, I kept and kind of saying, I kept thinking, so, oh, I'm making money. Oh. And so I was so poor, and I had no idea because of say minim say this to ska my school no na media konya adwuma bi but sikasem no a de bia wo ka no I had no clue. And see, even though me adwuma no me yes me I was still being sunk deeper into poverty with the tie and coat and moke and all of those things. I was worse off.
Wow.
So, like,
so it means that at the end of the month, you were relying on credit.
Yes, I was relying on credit card and line of credit. It got to a point where I remember, hey, Raddy, I there's a guy, Mr. Waju would know him, Dave Ramsey. Somebody introduced me to Dave Ramsey, this guy who talks about, and no, that was the my saving grace. And no na ma many ba me ho so say no class still na me need financial knowledge ni you but na no stress say any can say you have to have zero there. I was say what to near man now what me live on your income. That was the first time I started say me at least me kunkano na me ye no every me side.
And you uja asorisi kanu kwana.
Oh, Mr. Bing. Mr. Bing, me kind of say many back cannot me de no hunting me de before crazy as na me kono. Very famous church, everybody knows the church.
Wow.
Because me oh bro me my home so the expect the expectation near there now. And you know the first time I meet me, it took me 2 years to get out of debt. 2 years following Dave Ramsey's friend
that was fast too.
What's it?
2 years they say we are there, but
Papa no. The way you see it, no, one no aggressive, just was live on rice and beans. Live on rice and beans and pay off the debt.
Wow.
Aye. Aggressive. Sika bia obenya bia kwan ye koye adwuma na wo ye no ho. Na first sika ni nyina akoka no because what the car won't be ko anim. Ono ne philosophy no.
Wow.
Oh. That was the first time me reality. Oh, won't me nye way car na wako finance the car is too expensive.
Expensive. So.
Imagine say Mr. Obey, so at that time. It's not like uchewe on one salary. You don't have any side hustle. You don't have any nothing. It is the sikanim diano. A critical, Mr. Obey.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We bet mama $1 billion. Oh,
big one.
And also, so when you flip it, this is the reason why when you have the financial knowledge, you even if you have one CD, you will know where to put it to multiply it.
Yes.
And the knowledge is everything. And then I even started saying to myself the other day, say the idea say your life except or employer and dangerous. Because employer no na determine won't count because the day and they know it. The day of it turn it off salary, no, you are 100%, and we don't think about it that way. You put your whole life and your survival in this world in the hands of an employer solely, because a human crowd time no and see what not to toss pipe no more. You are done, and they know it. And so we need to start taking hold of our being in
control.
Yeah. Well, that's some of this the clear idea. I think it's imperative that I would for no. And I say a must so be I invest to Ghana. I would for no. Because I say there's no other means I'll be to invest easily and they way better to get by. So you know, I think one more between and also so message we must say there is a way. Forget about say, family members and other things because that is the only way out for us. Unless over to me, I can't say we are investment stocks. This say company a bit me die today. See, can you now catch me there? And who will be you fear the area with the uncle bro say and if there is some way our supply on Nema without money. No, I beg GP. And good young fast over. This is also be what we now pay me a man. It's open or change. I will check already. I think they will background my own down Ghana for. That's what I see it.
Wow.
Mr. Obin, wait there, just to add to the Mr. Mano Kano. They say there are so many easy things you can do at Brocha with you, especially from the agricultural side, no. Say, ukope 5, 10, 15, 20 acres beer. Bunch there, they say no, then last time is there a hot commodity or how, especially for alcohol producers. And I think from one way I agree, I think a easy crop to grow. Then them all plant seed now to draw down kakra. I think quite easy to grow. And as I say, you don't harvest here. And when he has so obey who said the other koi kukunteno. Or harvest here, then you cut it into small. It's not dry in the sun. 3-4 days, a wow package. You do call those guys pay cash. They have so much cash. They say Ghana military protect them because they've been hit a couple of times. Open cash, obema cash. Yeah, open check, obema check, open some money transfer. Obema transfer. A branch na no be share no. You don't go share no. A crowd on. So on a supply of blocks. They are always on his case. Master, we need bunch. It is say any na my yepe bunch. Say kwara mene. Papa crack as I say yeah. Property near war village about 500 acres. The best start here could be.
Wow.
It is a screen. The supply is you can't. They don't have enough supply of alcohol. Let me say Ghana alcohol no sasa. It's crazy. Into there's something now approach. I think you should input. And secondly, a financial knowledge, market women, a lot of knowledge. Oh, the all catching is a man. What the if I'm a to check, I can catch me what you think I need to do. And then I'm do masem. Okay, sir, and I think they can put that on the top and tell you what techniques. You can get information out of them. Minimum the most friends and first fruits and then tight. Minimum the I don't know why, but
I'm quite sorry.
Oh, it's serious, Mr. Obin. Yeah, and the one thing I'm grateful to my dad especially, say he never enforced that thing on us. On the catcher is just be a good person, men drugs, treat people well. No enforce it's a sorry, and that I always tell him I'm grateful for that because my mind, the ability to think outside the box, and dream back near the didn't I may free kakra. And things are soon I'm training in man. So the 18, 19, 20, and you still that's something you want to do there. I feel so the mind is developed enough, say you'll be so used to why you can see clearly. Yes, now Mr. Bean, those people have captured the state too. Yes, it's so bad. Just last week, we had some friends be almost free Europe by almost pee out of the airport. We didn't even drive 2 minutes into town. If from Anua, it seems you guys have a lot of these people around. Where are your companies near the almost first time Omoba Ghana new 2 minutes drive from Accra from the airport into town. All of them. Where are the companies? Where are this? Where are this? Where are this? Emma, even some of the Caucasians be cried on what gym, see Christmas be doing to me back home. Shows Ajiskako. Nobody checks them, nobody stops them. So being all right. I think other people are about to more among us.
All right. Very thank you. Thank you. Odame Kasa. Okay. Unlock yourself. O speaker no. O speaker no. Yeah.
Aha. Let me say, me da se say mama makoyi na me so me be kasa kakra na matie program matie wache na ne me ko adwuma na me si me nko YouTube kakra na ye me hu say mo online. Now say okay, but no one do. Na I think say first time me tie wo I think say Canada Japan TV station or your program bi awo so.
Yes.
Yeah, it can be here, but what am I? So na manage business ho pa, but the ya me dwene wa menti ase say upon that time no nsem abeka no madwa ma so say me follower ebeboa odo say me tie wo pa. But madwa ma so say na agenda na me wo no eno na wo ko do say me say na say the program na I say or concentrate on mindset, the attitude.
Yeah.
It's because me and my business here be after COVID time. COVID ne buy me a quantum kakra. Nti COVID time me one yet na fie. Yet na fie and those time no na because na time me dey me fie sa na ma me ya de e wo YouTube. Nti esa sɛ na metie Kennedy Japan mo so nti na ma business mind e wo mitiri. Nti me sha so sua me wo business so sa na me problem ba kwa na me wona pa ye brofo no. Na brofo no enhye da enkodo odo sɛ ye te brofo de but no sɛ brofo no enye kasa nti no sɛ woyɛ research bia for business na so pese wutia. Aya ne nyina na akoyɛ abrofo sɛm nti na enma na ntia se yie. But now me work prepare say business there definitely message be. But that message be quite. One time in was about 4-5 months here. Now me time wo YouTube me share business or more motivation speeches na video be cross so ye. E cross so ye na me here. See me share am kasa this news here ya me pretty person bi wo ho. E wo ya ekuro mu kasa twi. Na me hu dey. Na hold on chance you say okay. But me tell cause what time be me share war. Me too. But I am the assessment to unfollow because I am follow can okure can do say can be mark my level no akosoro kakra but a year too late. Na but that was it okure for some days here make what months here me share say team. But she no ma bebre e wo nchen a me tumi say e bua me pa amma te sɛ deɛ meka na business no deɛ masɛte bi koraa dada years koraa nso na meba akɔntu nti ba na aka nimdeɛ no a yɛde bɛpusi no but mehyɛ aseɛ ɛnya twi lesson ankasa no amma hu sɛ mpa mesua biribi wɔ hɔ nti mɛda wase paa nokorɛ na sɛsei medwene ho ɛnyɛ sɛ medwene ho kora madecide fie no deɛ ɛyɛ dɛn a na yɛbɛba fie me ana ma prane dada te sɛ deɛ meka ne sɛ bɛba fie because now the name ye will feel no, then the panel has some name no hardware, electricals and hardware. Nti na ke me obi hwa so abohu anes kasem no na ayebasa ataba be shem na no aso na amanfo digi no kure ya bre nti I got to a time am your budget no finally na mi anka say me befi but na ka me per capital no but say what prove me say no any kwan say ye twene say bia ye physical kese ye bebre na asna ya befi but first na samo na na da madwene nti sese no mafia no ma bi ti sɛ poultry farming asana bɛka ho a mayɛ ma gye sɛ ne establish poultry farming nti poultry farming land deɛ magye ato hɔ dada na masena tɔ asase ankasa ɛno so mede bɛyɛ farming almost about 80 acres ɛwɔ ɔbona hafo ne bi hɔ baabi ne nyinaa yɛ mehyɛ ase tie wuyaa no na ɛmaa me saa nti there was a time koraa me send wo message sɛ mesrɛ invite me to my platform na moka farming as and also be but up to now winti wunya ma
just also send it share the anointing now
oh hey anointing anointing dey no kura mi need didie mo ba kokura akoye be bi ye ni so na say one guy bi on social media Abraham de Moshe ona misha tie na wo Bible say mu no me already na nkasa na beginning no me normal bibli ho na me ntiase e wo Bible say nti na da bia me ne ma me adu me say na wo si Nyankopɔn bɛyɛ sɛ wasi asum nyame pa so still ɔyɛyɛ wo ka ne yɛ prove so wo de nyantobase ɔbɛyɛ ti those time a misha se tie man no na me hu sɛ okay wo sɛ kisoso na nkasa deɛ me hu sɛ deɛ nti ebiti amanfo bebree no sɛ wonyɛ obi a ɔbɛkyerɛ wo Bible no aba wate Bible na nkasa ase a ɛhu nɔɔma bi a wɔ Bible na sɛ nipa no de n'ano ka kyerɛ ɔde a there's no way sɛ ɔbɛdi ebi da nti me so yɛ adadeɛ etie Bible no ɔka wo sɛ ɔno so sɛ wofolo ebe abɛwuhyɛ no a ne nsɛm no a ɔka no mu nua no ɔkɔtu firi Bible no mu nti ɛma me class no me hu Bible no mu hu sɛ no saa nsɛm a ɔmoka no nyinaa no ɔkora bi anim nti those time na ɛba no deɛ nɔkorɛ Bible asɛm deɛ koraa deɛ pɛ sɛ mempɛ sɛ mɛtikula wɔ me life mu na nyame bɛyɛ nyame na abuo nipa ne those kind of things no me gyidie wɔ mu paa koraa but still ɔka abusua no a yɛwɔ mu no dodoɔ naa no bia no ɔte aseɛ wonya kaa yɛ sɛ o medeɛ meyɛ bronsa mede abusua mu deɛ ɔmo ka yɛ sa medeɛ meyɛ bronsa na se baabi bronsa bia ni hɔ na me no deɛ mahu ne sɛ the nsɛm a moka no ɛyɛ adwuma nti up to now meda so ne maame kasa sɛ wodeɛ ɔno a ɔnkyerɛ me adeɛ baako a ɔne mpapa nyinaa sɛ adeɛ baako a ɔmabɔ mpayɛ wɔ asase so paa aba mu so wotumi ka adeɛ baako pɛ kyerɛ me a mea me ne mɛsena sesa no adwene but wonya ka yɛ ɔmo so o sɛ Nyankopɔn ɛhwɛ ɔso ma adepa kyɛw nam sɛ ɛno deɛ yɛn nyinaa sɛ woyɛ wodini woyɛ kurɔmfoɔ woyɛ hwan obi bia wɔ asase so Nyankopɔn hwɛ no so ma adepa kyɛw na obiara sɛ woyɛ wodini koraa na sɛ wokɔdi nsɛmmɔne a Nyankopɔn bia ni hɔ a ɔbɛku obi nti no ɛyɛ wankasa wadwene na ɛbɛkyerɛ wo sɛ adeɛ yɛ a meyɛ yi sɛ ɛyɛ papa a wankasa wadwene bɛka kyerɛ ɛyɛ bɔne so a wadwene
that's right okay yo
bi a na mekasa na ɛyɛ ayɛ wala ayɛ gye mɛtumi aka waboa me ama hu nɔma bebree wɔ ɛyi na menim sɛ ayɛ so a na si ankosi ending deɛ na me sɛ Ghana ne deɛ menim family nyinaa na yaba meyere so deɛ mene na ka ɔte aseɛ so ɔbɛba na ɔno so no na ɔda so wɔ mu so no deɛ ogyina mu dendenden ɔyɛ ne hwee a ɔse ɔyi ne ni nti meyɛ sɛ ending of this year and next year yɛ a meka na me nɔma a metoto no nyinaa no na ne nyinaa no atima boa no na mabɔ madwena aba fie abɛ establish because ma wuta haite paa deɛ metena paa deɛ a te sɛ deɛ mahu no mede m'ani toto ɔmanfoɔ bi ma yɛnim a wɔyɛ hometown a hayɛ ɔmbɛtena na abrabɔ no ɛyɛ fito biribi biara no ɔmo so ɔmo de bɛpie fie nti me na sɛ manya fito biribi ka fito biribi di nko adeɛ aka na aka na obi kora wɔ Ghana
that's right
adeɛ a yɛfrɛ no sika me so menim kwan yɛfa so Sika no mahu sɛ ɛno na mɛtumi aboa no ano yɛ fɛ nti fie deɛ ɛyɛ me dɛ sɛ mefie a wei ama mahu ama te nɔɔma bebree ase na mmom wama wo sɛ yɛntwɛne bebree nka sɛ yɛpɛ sika kɛseɛ asɛ bɛbɛ nti kakra yɛ a manya no ara no kasa no mede bɛbɔ mmɔden sɛ mede bɛba fie na agya mekura family no nti no sɛ woamoa ho yie kakra a na afei de ahoba bɛduru na afei de nɔɔma no asena bɛyɛ kakra nti megya wɔ ha na one day a mɛtumi aba platform so de ate sɛ mɛtena bio sɛ definitely mɛtena aba bio na nso mabɛkyerɛ m adwene kakra wɔ ha.
That's right.
Na obi bi a ɔwɔ ha sɛ esu bi aso mede obi bi ase sɛ ɔno nso so atumi aba platform so na wanya saa nimdeɛ no a wowɔ kyerɛ no na obiara tapo bia no tumi sɛ obɛtumi de abɔbra ama na asi yie paa.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Thank you very much. Okay, so Stanley, talk. Then we are just about.
Mr. Obendako, Edekami, the Asidas from me. If I said 3 weeks when I'm shower YouTube.
Also,
yeah, Kolo believes that since that 3 weeks, no, outside now, no, me da, me twinda.
Are they?
That sounds maybe I mean, to be honest, for the whole world, I see drone technology in terms of agriculture. DJI, I supply DJI agriculture drones. And I company back to Dubai. I mean, I'm taking care of the whole Africa.
Wow.
But Misha, no, to be honest, when he said, you wasted time.
Wow.
I mean, collaborate, me, Banon, me, I can't remember, say, me, I became a farmer. Yeah. And initially, as time goes on, I diverted my career to nursing training. But at the end of the day, I still find myself now in the another drone technology. Good. And I can still say, me not too late in life. I'm only 43 years now. Yes. But the only challenge I was to say is, last year, my status I see that in Ghana. I did not have any extra income to support that project. It is something that I mean that we are not with the question that and Sanamiga shown this year. Like I'm not like even to save money for extra 1 year to descend to Ghana to start farming business. No, also like we can't cry because in the past cry and can never cry my madam. I was starting my business, my farming project. And see, this open that when you mention up a brave. Manya way the sister, the press every year I invest with be music be supporting me choristers because me and you to
okay.
But Misha with daddy Namishu anytime you bag Ghana be no matter my shell.
Yes, sir.
But unfortunately, seminar in the Kumasi, I can never be
wow.
But my phone number is as time goes on. Awesome.
All right. Thank you, Stanley. Thank you. Yamishra also. All right. Tell us about my name is Mania Coco and Titil Nakaya. So Nania Coco. I just say order. The Adobe Mr. Mania Dawasi, Stanley Dawasi, Busafonina, Freddie, and the case here. Everyone, Joshua. Biokasa Bia Dawasi. And the 23rd of November, yeah, finance seminar Kumase. 9 a.m. Into personal contact here 02466 31874. 024-6631-874. You can sponsor somebody, you can come yourself. Push obi, number mission baby. Because the knowledge is key. And go for no teach that. When not you correct but in 29. You know. So we're expecting a lot of people to do well, but they have no base to do well. Except the government does it for them. You know. So thank you. Thank you very much. Freddy, thank you.
All right.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Freddie, thank you very much. Yes, sir.